because for some reason it kind of helps. I don't know if there's a reason for that.
Interesting.
Huh. I've started leaving it open. It helps a little bit. Hello, everybody. Played too much Minecraft, got mad, my birds died again. So we're here and I'm taking a break. And we'll pick it up tomorrow. Let me check stream. Can you test your audio real quick? Just like one word or something?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. I'm just checking to see if the audio mixer works. I gotta figure out once I get a new computer how to split desktop audio between like Discord and my game volume because they're mixed together, so that's why I always have to lower it. The game's good here, screen's good. Okay. Now we wait for. Oh, I have to actually go to the window tab. Never mind. I don't have to go to the window tab. Okay. I made the title "Shit is about to go down" because of what you told me. I assume it's about
Yep,
to go down. I woke up feeling an overwhelming exhaustion. It was.
we find out who the Badger is.
Oh, is it somebody I like?
Perhaps.
It's somebody voiced by somebody that you like. It was 5 in the morning, a time when Kanzo-san was already active. I wanted to sleep some more, but I couldn't let them suspect that I was a wolf based on the idea that I didn't get enough rest. Oh, I gotta plug in my iPad because I know it's gonna die quick. I definitely gotta test and see if maybe task manager would help my model sometime. Anyway, after returning here last night, I changed my clothes, wiped my body, and wondered how I was supposed to hide the costume parts. Yeah, good question. Like, anyone could walk into there and just find that. Same for Haru and, Kaori. In the end, I hid it under some newspaper, which is very cartoonish. If the humans found it just like that, I'd feel like the butt of some bizarre joke. A part of me did hope that it would be gone by the time I woke up, though. I'd gone to sleep at 2 in the morning, and sure enough, the costume was gone by the time I woke up. Well, of course it would be. If the costumes remained, you could easily find the wolves by checking everyone's homes during the day. Last time when I infiltrated Chiami's room to mess with her guns, I hadn't seen anything like this. Also, if the humans found out there was something so artificial involved in the whole wolfing business, the Yomobito side of the story that the monster had transformed into humans would have been rendered unbelievable. No matter how much the locals revered Yasumizu's legends, I felt like the feast wouldn't get anywhere without the fear caused by the idea that they were dealing with something supernatural. Was the thing I'd seen the first time actually Yasunaga-kun or Tai-san wearing the wolf outfit? That didn't seem far off the mark. The mist and the darkness made the costumes look extremely convincing. You know, now that you think about it, maybe they were just wearing the outfit. But it does look like a wolf, too. Hmm.
You'll find that out. Maybe not this episode, but the next one.
So maybe they can't actually transform into wolves? Maybe that was great. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say that wasn't actually Yasunaga or Tai.
Oh, okay. Was that one Great Lord Shinai himself as he appeared in the red mist that one time? According to Haruchan, that was a god, but... Forget that. What was Haruchan herself? How did she know about my looping? Ooh, she's probably like the... What if she's like the... There's no way she's the actual... Shinai-sama.
There's no way she's what?
Like, Shinai-sama, the...
She's not Shinai Sama, no.
It can...
But
Can...
she's something else.
Oh. Can anyone actually be the god?
That's something you'll find out eventually.
Okay. It actually seemed that she knew about its cause. Possessed by the wolf, by the Okami, by the great god? There were 3 gods, and that had nothing to do with the Okami-sama being a group of 3. Was Great Lord Shinai a tripartite god? What the... And one of the other 2 was my enemy? What the hell was that supposed to mean? She'd given me a lot of information, but it was all vague and uncertain. Were there mysteries and legends I still didn't know about? That'd make most of my current investigation completely off the mark. Was I missing or misinterpreting something crucial about the info I already had? God. I find it funny how I said I wouldn't stream till Sunday, but everybody convinced me yesterday, and then today I was like, I got time, and I'm kind of like not wanting to wait till Tuesday. This made me want to rely on Mamiya-san, Tai-san, or Rikako-san's knowledge. But this time I was their enemy and had to kill them all. Though this time Mamiya-san was in a decent state, so I would ask her before I got rid of Hashimoto-san. She wouldn't know the true motives behind that. Everybody's evil. Why was Chiami's face flashing through my mind every now and then? I don't know, everybody does. I went outside, intentionally avoiding looking at the dorm, and headed to the plaza. Kanzo-san and Takumi-san were there already, and they told me about Chiami's death. No one else was missing. Then all that blood was... Oh well, it didn't matter. As we waited in the plaza, we were eventually joined by Kaori-san. She seemed a lot better than yesterday. Had her mind stabilized a bit once she started looking at her Had her mind stabilized a bit once she'd started looking at killing her sons in a positive manner? How do you even look at it that way?
Because he's saving them.
She's that, like, salvation sort of thinking?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's prepare the food, shall we?
Yes.
Yesterday, we'd agreed on 5 things. We would focus on information control and gathering, as in we would avoid having secret talks and instead try to listen in on any info, I think, if it's not there, that the humans had.
They would listen on any talk.
Oh, any conversations, okay. We would avoid talking about things we weren't supposed to, like the cause of Chiami's death. Haru-chan would contribute to the feast once, then continue being an anti-elder and anti-outsider as possible. Kaori-san would declare that she would follow Yasunaga's vote, and do it even if he was voting for a wolf. And finally, we would fake our guardians. However, I would be the first to act, and only from the 3rd day onwards. The plan was focused mostly on keeping them from looking suspicious, or doing something they didn't have to. I was apprehensive about trying to get them to go wild like Chiami did, and have them kill more humans. After all, I didn't have the trust or charisma for that. Just gotta study more. Of course, my final goal was my own survival, not theirs. Damn, he's being selfish this route.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding. There would probably be situations in which I had to use them as human shields, or just situations where it was an option. But... I didn't want to become just a murderer. Maybe she remembers she was one, or had some memories. A situation where I, not Haru-chan or Kaori-san, was the suspected one was the best path to lead us to victory. Also, as an outsider, I had to gain their trust and make them certain I wouldn't betray them at this feast. And on top of that, I would survive. There'd been many unexplained deaths during his turn, but there was no denial that he survived as a wolf. I'd thought about those deaths, especially Yoshitsugu-kun's and Mochi's, many times so far, but I couldn't really believe that Yasunaga was the one who organized them. Isn't it kind of crazy how that, like, if everyone else wins, the feast still doesn't end? It's like all around Haruaki winning the loop.
What do you mean?
Well, didn't they win with the... Or no, we still beat them, did we? When they were the wolves the first round?
The first round we died.
Oh. But yeah, so...
The wolves won.
Yeah, that doesn't even end the loop if other people win. It's like Haruaki has to break out of it, or somebody
How
has
do
to
you know
break the
that, though?
loop. I don't. Are we just stuck in the loop?
You don't know if that would have ended the loop. All we know is that we loop every time we die.
Yeah, okay. He didn't get rid of his allies, and he stood up against Tai-san, even if not as blatantly as she had when she was human. Personally, I thought that was the right way to handle it. I had to prepare for anything, while trying to make sure that all wolves survived. Oh. Anyway, I was silently preparing the food. By the time it was 7, everyone besides Chiemi had gathered in the dining hall. Yasunaga-kun's face was pale. Apparently she'd committed suicide right in front of his room. Jeez! Seeing that right after waking up certainly wasn't my idea of a good time. Especially when it was the girl you liked and respected. Mochi didn't seem too fazed by her death. He was too busy helping Yasunaga-kun cope with it. Aww. Or maybe he just isn't showing it. As for Haru-chan...
兄ちゃん、無理しないで。この椅子座って。座布団は？
Ani-chan,
毛布とかいる？
don't push yourself. Sit here. Do you need a cushion or a blanket?
いや、いいよ。
It's fine. I'm alright.
He doesn't seem alright.
もっち、元気の出る薬草とかないかな？
It was like, oh, well, that was mine? I'm sorry, I thought it was him speaking.
Yeah.
Mochi, do you know any herbs that make people feel better?
お
Oh,
昼でも
guess
探すか
I'll look for
な？
some garlic or something.
How does garlic exactly help you except give you gas?
昼？
Garlic?
ないよそんな気持
No,
ち悪い。
stop. She was overdoing it. Wouldn't she appear unnatural? Wasn't she supposed to act even more shocked than Yasunaga-kun? Feeling uncomfortable about this, I continued preparing the food when Takumi-san spoke up.
もうみんな知ってるだろうが、
As you already know, someone died yesterday.
帰省してたちえみが死
It's
んだ。
Chiemi. Our girl died so soon after coming home.
There was some silent noise. Kaori-san muttered Chiemi's name, while I created a gloomy expression.
言った通りだったな。
Told ya.
Thanks, Kanzo.
そう。俺
You
はどう
did,
も奇
but
妙だと
I
思う。
think this is weird.
あんな殺し方。人に
Did a human kill like that? It seems
Oh, no.
animalistic.
Dumbass.
どうかされたんです？
What's
堀部
wrong? What's wrong, Oribe-san? Nothing. It's just that... Oh, I forgot my voice for her. Oh! The only local wildlife that attacks people are boars and moonbears. Did something like that show up?
いや、そういうんじゃね
I always forget
Right.
Kaori's, bro.
え。何か心当たりあるか。
That ain't it. You know anything, old man?
ね
No.
That was the end of the exchange. That was short. Had she masked her blunder well? Making the wolves say things like that, only so they could know, was a good way for the humans to find out. Mochi had fallen for it last time, and there was no guarantee I wouldn't slip up while I talked. I had to make sure I didn't fall into the same situation as she did. But beasts? Badgers? Was her body attacked by the bringers of corruption afterwards?
一応写真は撮ったのですけどね。
I did take a photo.
Of course he did.
繰り返すが、外に出
I'll
ると
say
引
it
けせ
again.
よ。
Delete it before you leave.
え
That's
それ
so
が
The spread is necessary.
え。とりあえず必要があればどうぞ。
Recommended to sensitive people. We're about to eat after all.
So he's saying he could just okay.
絶対や
I
めた方が
really
いい
don't
です
think of I really don't think any of you should look. You could tell by her expression that she'd seen it. She looked like she wouldn't touch food the whole day. Whether we looked or not didn't affect our chances of being found out, so I just raised my hand.
わいしも。
We love him. He and I were the only ones who looked at it. The others surely believed looking at it would do no good. I took a look at the back monitor of Hashimoto-san's camera, an expensive digital eye model from just last year. Yeah, it was completely different from what I'd seen. It was actually pretty close to the results of the corruption I'd seen in the previous feasts. It was a mountain of chewed and torn up meat and bones. It made me nauseous, or at least I acted like it did. I was used to it at this point. Ew.
That's
ひどい
awful.
な。
おお
おお
こりゃ
Oh goodness.
狼じゃないの
He's talking the most he ever has.
Oh yeah.
He actually said something other than the wolf is coming and even asked something. Okay. In response, Kanzo-san just grunted, clearly displeased. He wanted to use this as evidence to hang the wolves in the feast, but there were some problems. One of them was that Chiemi seemed to have died to the corruption. It didn't make sense.
じいちゃんは
That's true.
汚れを受けて
God received the corruption.
Yes, it appears that she had broken the law of sheltering. Where did she go?
破られたでも
But there's no way
シエネが
Chiene
そ
could
れを
have
知らないわ
known
けない
that.
でし
She
ょ
was she was outside during the
私は怖がって
she was outside Yasunagi's room, remember?
Well, okay, she didn't go in his room or anything. I mean, I guess she was outside during the night, so that counts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts. You have to be inside.
Yeah. She was scared of the stories too.
Hi.
Indeed. How did this
どうし
happen?
て
僕に用があったのかな。
Did she have any kind of business with me? Was that why she was standing in front of my room?
I don't know. Maybe.
思い当たる件は
Anything come to mind?
何も。なんなら
Nothing.
避けられて
It
ると思うんで
even
す
felt like she'd been avoiding me.
No, how could you avoid Pizza Baby? What? Was the idea that she'd committed suicide about to be glossed over? Was it because they didn't find the gun? That would be...
Emotional
Lying right now would be dangerous. Hi, Slade!
とにかく
Emotional
Hi, Slade.
damage! Sorry.
飯食って
Hi, Slade.
片付けて
Anyway,
そ
we
の
didn't
後どうす
expect
る
this.
か相談し
Let's see. Clean her up and then talk about what to do next.
Hope you guys are having fun!
待ってく
Wait!
ださい
I'm not an
私
expert,
専門家
but
じゃあ
shouldn't
り
we
ませんけど
preserve the scene of the
現場
crime?
にとっても
片付けないと不都合があるのですか
What did you do bad to not clean it up?
I'm gonna be honest, they literally almost never conserve the... What the heck did she say? Preserve the scene of the crime, okay?
俺らの感覚じゃな犯人探しより今そこ
To
に
us,
転がっ
it's
て
way
る人
more
を
important to get
助け
rid
る
of the
方が
corpse in front of
ずっ
us
と大
than
事なんだ
finding whoever did it.
She killed herself, you dummy.
なるほど
I see.
橋本さん
Hashimoto-san.
言う通りにしようああ
Let's
ムロ
just
さん
listen
と
to
牧
them.
島さんが
Oh, will the cleanup be done by Muro-san and Makishima-san?
Ooh, did she make the Indian fried chicken? I hope you enjoy. Yeah, you probably need a break. Everybody's crazy in there.
ああ
Hmm? Yeah.
じゃあ僕とキューちゃ
So
ん
then, Kyo-chan and I will
周
watch the
辺を見
dining
回
hall
ってみま
surround
し
it.
ょ
The rest of you try not to wander too far
う
away
食
from
堂
here.
からその方
The
が
accent.
よくありませんか
Isn't that for the best?
おやっさんどう思う
What do you think, old man?
I still think Takumi's cool.
でけえの猿だったなお前
You're the monkey, aren't you?
Biscuits and gravy's still delicious, though. Is she alright? She seemed perfect. I'm sorry, that might have been loud. She seemed perfectly fine when we were playing. What happened? Is it her
Hey.
seizures?
Yes,
見回りは任せる
I'll leave the patrolling
で
to
もいい
you.
から
Bring whatever it bites.
なるほどわかり
I
ました
see. Very well.
Hashimoto-san pointed out the necessity for patrols, came out as a reliable volunteer and became even more trustworthy. I hope she feels better though, Slade. Let her rest. On the other hand, he was giving himself away to talk to Mami-san in secret. Was it his way of separating her, whose identity wasn't confirmed yet, from the rest of the group? Aww, she's been having those a lot lately. Is she gonna be alright? Oh no. Is this the same meds she's always taken, or is it just maybe like not doing the same effect it used to because she's had it so much or something? Oh goodness. Excuse me. I had pizza. I had to calm down. The first part of his move was obviously great, but I wasn't sure about the second one.
Bad pizza. I had pizza too.
You did! Nice! Hashimoto-san was an active player, but I couldn't tell which of his actions were intentional and which were coincidence.
というわけで、食べられる人は朝ごはんを
For
食べた方
anyone who
がい
can
いで
eat
しょう
should
ね。
do just that.
僕
I would
も
like to
いただ
have
きたい
some
な。
too.
いい
May
で
I?
すか？
Ah,
はい
yes,
もちろん。
certainly. Would you like
た
some
くみさ
too,
んも
Takumi-san?
大丈夫ですか？
おかおりさん
Of course
ジャ
I'll
ム
have.
いただくよ。
Oh, it's like a higher level of medicine, right? So it can match whatever helps her, like a tolerance thing, right? Yeah, I've heard about that. I hope she can get that soon. I'm sure it's probably pricey, right? But insurance helps, right?
本当に食べて大丈夫なのかね？
Can we really eat this?
He had to say that now, of all times. Aww. I hope she gets some soon. It makes me so sad she's going through those like every other day.
あ
Ugh, I can't
て
imagine.
めえ何がいい？
Aw, the hell are you saying?
私も別に
I'm not trying to be needlessly considerate.
実際に人が死んだ
Someone died today
迷信
Thank
に
you.
because of superstition
そ
at
んな
that.
状況だからこそ
That's why I believe we should throw away
適
superstition
切な
and
記
act
念を持つべ
appropriately.
きだ。何言ってんだてめえ、あ？
The hell are you talking
まさ
about?
かババアを疑ってんじゃねえ
Disrespecting
だ
the
ろうな。
hag?
まあ
Oh dear. Unlike how he was so far, Kiyonosuke, she spoke those words without any sarcasm. He had read the mood and chosen to become the resentable but not wrong kind of character. Oh, your car's out of commission. Well, you could go with her, like Uber-wise. I wouldn't really recommend it. Or any friends or family that could take you there temporarily just to get the medicine, you know? Or one of the other guys? No, he wasn't that considerate.
義継やめろ。
Or bus.
野里さんは今回
Yoshitsugu, stop.
正しい。
Nosato-san isn't wrong this time.
へばってんなら兄貴は黙ってろや。
You're gonna milk around and shut up.
Oh, buzz off.
味見はしたよね。
Mom, you tasted it too, right?
Uh-oh. Something wasn't right here. He's smart. Why was everyone so sharp so early in the game?
え
Of
もちろん。
course. Good. Kari-san understood what they meant.
えでも
But I
もう
think...
一度
I should
いただいた
try again.
方が良さそうね。
Nice. Good job.
いえ、僕がいただきます。
No, I'll try it this time.
This was my time. Everyone wanted to suspect me over anyone else, so I had to eat before they did. Oh no! Oh, I'm glad you got paid though and could kind of get her right. Yeah, no, money must be tight. Stop spending money on subs, please, when you have done that. I didn't know you guys were struggling. Like, I wish I could give you some. Medicine first. Health is always number one. That was the only way to make them understand that I didn't add any poison to the food. Unfortunately for them, we weren't pulling anything like that this time. They were very smart. I tasted the food, then gave everyone a show of me rewashing the dishes, making them finally agree that the food was safe. We then had breakfast. Mamiya-san and Yasunaga-kun refused, while Haru-chan ate quite a lot actually, and then Takumi-san and Kanzo-san left the dining hall.
それじゃあ
Alright,
僕はこの
I'll
周
walk
りを
around
ぐる
and
ぐる
keep
回っ
watch.
て危険な獣がいる
There
かも
might
し
be
れないから
dangerous beasts
こ
here,
こを離れない
so
方
you
が
should
いい
stay
けど
inside as much as you can.
閉じこも
But
ってば
shutting
かりは
yourselves in isn't
体
good
に毒
either.
だ声の届く範囲で
Consider this free time, but don't go where you can't hear anyone.
私も行くん
I'm
ですよね
supposed to go too, right?
他に誰か行くかい
Anyone else want to come?
Excuse me. Hmm?
うんじゃあ
Okay,
僕ら
then
だ
it's
けで
just
行
the
こう
two of us.
Just the two of us. I didn't understand.
If we try,
Just the two of us. I didn't understand what his final words meant. What if accepting the offer was the right choice?
片付けましょうか
Let's clean up.
ええ、
Okay.
This was my job, so this was the right thing for me to do, right? By the time we finished cleaning up, only 5 people were left in the dining hall.
何もしない大権現。
That's
何もしない大権現。
right. The Almighty, so peace may come to pass.
Oh,
Must
dear.
I offer flowers to Shinai, the Almighty, so peace may come to pass.
Amazing, Grandma. We love you, Grandma.
メイコ
I love you too, sweetie.
髪が跳ねています
Mako, your hair is quite a mess. Come, I
つ
shall
いてあ
comb
げ
it.
ますから
No!
Oh, huh.
Cringe, bro. Tai-san was in her...
Cringe.
It's that good cringe. Was in her playing mode. Rikako-san was busy caring for Mako, who seemed in a foul mood. She misses Chiemi? Kyonosuke-san seemed to want to call out to her, while Yoshitsugu-kun just seemed pissed. What is he not? The journals were outside, while Takumi-san, who returned for a moment, had left once again.
おやっさん、外の方を
I
見
really
て
gotta
回る
fix-
よ。宴は昼
What?
過ぎにし
I
よう
really
って
gotta fix
こ
it,
とだ
like, fix my voice for Kaori-san. I'll just do like a higher pitch, so I don't know.
Old man said he's gonna widen his patrol range. He basically said we're doing the feast in the afternoon. Got anything against that?
Just like yesterday, no one argued. People needed reasons to not follow an already established process. Yasunaga-kun was the one who'd point that out, and
分かったよ匠に
Alright, Takumi.
he seemed so like, ugh, poor baby. He looked really drained.
ちっと話すか、やす。
Wanna talk, Yasu? Hey,
Don't tell me you're the badger, baby.
春、近持ち。ちょっと安借りるぞ。
our
久
Chikamochi.
し香織さ
I'm
ん
borrowing it.
ちょっと
Aw.
お話しましょう
Iori-san, I'm going back to my place.
Big bro Takumi clutch?
了解です
What a sweetie.
Alright.
すみませんお気遣い
Sorry, you have to be so considerate of him.
そんなんじゃねえさ。
It ain't that.
大丈夫か
You okay?
大丈夫
Yeah, I'm fine.
バカ野郎
Aniki, you dumbass. Did you forget? You were preparing for the shit yesterday.
誰にだって
Yoshi,
弱みって
everyone has weaknesses.
お前だっ
If
て
your mom was gone, you'd also...
Mm-hmm.
いや、縁起でも
No,
ね
that's way too dark.
忘れてくれ
Forget I said that.
香織さん
You
も
too, Kaori-san.
No. I was the one who had to say that.
ことでした
俺は
Eh.
Alright,
俺は
I shat my pants.
I'm ready. I shit my pants.
Again! Takumi-san and Yasunaga-kun left.
はるちゃんその辺でなんか
Haru-chan, let's go grab something nearby.
I'm busy stuffing my mouth. Huh?
あ
Oh,
うん
okay.
霧が怖かったりしない
You're not scared of the mist?
And now,
うん
yeah,
Oh,
I got used to it. Haru-chan, acting as weird as always, left alongside Mochi. This situation was clearly set up by Hashimoto-san. Everyone split up, and were free to have secret talks. What was the purpose of this? Was I just overthinking it? Were they just taking the opportunity given to them with no ulterior motives whatsoever?
ひとまず
That's enough for now, Pusaishi-san. Go have a
サイさん
rest.
も休んでらっしゃい
There's still time
ま
until
だお昼
noon.
までは時間
休んでか
A rest?
じゃあ僕もちょっ
I
と
guess I'll go
外に
outside
出て
then.
みましょうか
Play the dishes.
みんな出て行ってしもうて
Everyone left.
読み
Don't they know that Yomi's mist is where the corruption comes from?
Granny.
ええだから
There's that too.
みんなが
I'm kind of worried, so I'll have a
行き
look.
ます
Now, how would a good wolf spend this strange time? Good wolf. I couldn't think of anything. Was I a dumbass? Yes. Kidding. Well, I did have some ideas, but they all seemed like bad moves. Traps, basically. Could I eavesdrop on someone's secret chats? It worked when it was dark, but during the day, you could see anyone with within a whopping few meters. Could I just join one of their conversations? Wasn't it best to just avoid secret chats in the first place? Was it normal for wolves to be so paranoid? Aww. A part of me couldn't help but suspect that Mochi or Hashimoto-san was hiding in this mist. I couldn't see or hear anyone, so my brain perceived this world as empty. Before the unease and loneliness took over, such situations made you feel all powerless.
Oh, am I
Powerful.
mistaken?
I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes. Oh, my mistake. It's his birthday, Titus. I think it's today or tomorrow.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Yes! No one would blame me for anything I did. I hops on Mio. I could lay down in the road, go commando, shoot out that I was a wolf, but all of that was just an illusion. Was this
Go
also-
Commando!
Go commando? Yes. Was this all some sort of trap to get a wolf to do something stupid? Right? He could just time loop, I guess, if he died. Or was this some sort of filter that caught those so paranoid that they actually believe stuff like that? Also, welcome back, Cybernetic. I'm gonna call you Cyber. Ugh, crap. I just wanted to scream and run around. Go play with Mako! I wanted to do something no one could predict. I look up to the sky. He's gonna jump out naked, isn't he? And suddenly, the ground vanished beneath my feet. Huh?
He said, what?
How? Basically, I'd walked over a small cliff. Oh! Since I was unstable and fell feet first, I ended up hitting my legs, ass, back, and head on the ground below. Even if there were no feet, someone could actually die in the mist by accident. And now I knew that better than ever. As I tried to get up, I felt an intense pain in my leg. Uh-oh.
Crap, it's twisted.
Oh, Haruaki, you little dummy. This was so stupid. Oh, he shouldn't be alone. Poor baby. Also, the area below the plaza was clearly out of bounds, so I was breaking the rules here. Uh-oh. Though this was an accident I hadn't planned myself, so I probably wouldn't draw any more suspicion than I already had. As I stood up,
何しとる兄ちゃん
What are you doing?
well, you see, I kind of twisted my leg, sir. Could you princess carry me back to the diner hall? Dining hall? I heard a voice behind my right side, and along with it, something metallic. I instantly raised my hands, but the pain that came over me made me groan.
Ow,
Mm. I nearly fell to my knees out of pain, but I was afraid that he wouldn't tolerate any sudden movements, so I just slightly bent my body.
落ちたか
Fell?
はい。
Yes.
ひねったか
Twisted it?
はい。
Yes.
すみません。
Sorry, that was
どうしよう。
clumsy of me.
Little dork. Another metallic sound followed by a few different ones. I had no idea what they meant, so I just became more tense.
弾抜いた安心せ
I took out the bullets. It's fine.
I slowly turned to the right. Kanzo-san now had his gun over his shoulder, not ready to fire. Oh, he likes him in this route. Maybe? That let me finally relax. But my leg still hurt. I might have sprained it.
歩けんか
Walk.
少し休めば。
After a little rest.
左か
Left side.
ええ。
Yes.
どれ
Here.
To my surprise, he rested the gun in a more comfortable position, and he came up to me, crouched, and lent me his shoulder. Aww. Kanzo to character development? What? He seems much more... Oh, he's shorter. That's so cute. He seemed much shorter than me, but that was probably an illusion created by his posture. Oh, okay. Grandpa, you didn't have to. We were probably about equal in height. Also, his body was a whole lot more solid than me. Sorry. I'm just laughing at the chest hair than mine. Every part touching me seemed to be covered in hard muscle. Jeez, bro.
I ship it.
Huh?
I ship it.
He does not skip leg day. You're telling me you ship it? Stop! No! He's like 60!
Sugar daddy told her that.
Sugar daddy! Haruki got a sugar daddy!
Now whatever.
Let's get it! Yes, Slade. That old man is gonna destroy him! Stop! Cypher! Bro's gonna become a bottom in 3 seconds flat. In a fight. Yeah, in a fight. Totally. I wasn't too fond of the idea of being punched by this beast! Yo! Haruki bisexual! Now that I thought about it, all the wolves so far were physical weaklings. I mean, he's a big, strong man. I get it. That's why Takumi kind of fine. They even needed guns to make it through a
No.
What?
Takumi, huh?
He's one of them. Anyway, to make it through a direct confrontation during the day.
すみません。
Bro, I ain't into grandpas, bro.
Sorry for the trouble.
I like Yasunaga, Haruki, Takumi, and I think that's about it right now.
慣れてねえならおとなしくしてお
If
れ
you're not used to it, don't do it.
はい。
Okay.
I mean, I like them all, but you know, like, Gonzo's too old.
お前狼は
Who do you think are the wolves?
He's kind of a grump, but nothing wrong with that. I mean, this wasn't like him either. He really didn't seem like the type of person to ask that kind of thing here. And of all places, from the person he trusts at least, I mean, the delinquent kid's not bad, but he's just always a dick.
Lesbian Ryuji?
Lesbian Ryuji, 10 out of
僕
10.
なんじゃないですか。
Every
こんな時に外から来て、素性も知れなくて。
time you
Also, I
all know
gotta-
nothing about me.
Sorry, not trying to cut you off. I gotta remember to clip the moment Slade did that. Oh, you read it.
てめえがうさんくさいのと
It was a short line.
狼かどうかは関係ね
Just maybe, but that's got nothing to do with being a wolf.
A considerate response from him? Something wasn't right here. Are you the Badger, bro? Like Konzo on the team with the Wolves? That'd be dope. Grandpa! What was I to do here? Got it. Let's talk about Haru's love life. Absolute great
This won't
conversation,
be
Grandpa. Hey,
awkward.
Grandpa, is your daughter free?
はるちゃん。
So, how about your granddaughter?
Hey,
huh?
I'm your granddaughter. Can I get it on? Every round, this
Oh.
man is a playboy.
Haru-chan.
The moment I said that, he stopped walking. It made me put some weight over my left leg, making me groan in pain. I think he's trying to think of a conversation, and in a realistic aspect, there's nothing to talk about with this man. It's either guns or his granddaughter. Because we don't really, he doesn't, you
え
know.
あるがどうした
What about it?
His grip seemed to become unnaturally stronger. Oh, you better watch it there, Haruki. You're in some tough territory, boy.
いえ、
Grandpa better
昨日
snap your
あれ
leg.
だけ霧に怯えてたのに。
Well, she was really afraid of the mist yesterday, but now she's not. It doesn't seem like her.
しょうもない
Done.
そうなんです。
So, it is like her?
女いうもんは男と
If
の
it's
た
for
めなら
men,
こだわりをしてる
children, women go away.
Their hang-ups? Like their fears?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. For a moment, that sounded like sexism, but then it realized it could be interpreted as criticism of men, who often clung to their biases no matter what. That's true. That aside, analyzing his words made it clear that Haru-chan's change was because of a man. Bro, this is Haru's route, ain't it?
ああ、安永くんですか。
Oh, Yasunaga-kun.
She's not all well, I mean, yeah, well,
はるちゃんは
well.
安永くん
You
が
like
好
him?
きなんでしょ。
皆そう言うとる
Everyone's saying that.
Everyone, huh? That was the countryside for you. Love stories had nowhere to hide. Poor Haru-chan.
でも安永くんは
But Yasunaga-kun was very shocked that Shioni-chan died.
若いもんの好いた
Youngins
面倒なもん
Hate
よ
and love for a bunch of
いつまで
friends.
も変わらん
That then changes.
He resumed walking. Basically, he was wary of any suspicions directed to his granddaughter because of some worthless, childish soap opera stuff. I could totally understand. The truth was that she was actually a wolf, and she was acting like that because she was overdoing the plan I'd set up. So the suspicions were completely right. In other words, those suspicions could fade even quicker if someone presented an even simpler story as an alternative.
実は僕も
I actually was kind of falling for Chiemi-chan too.
霧が出る前ですけど、
Before the mist
彼
came,
女に
I
今
asked her if she
お
was
相手はい
seeing
るのかって
anything.
聞いたんですけど、
She said that she was.
で、当然外の
I'd
街
been
の
asked
方にいる
if
のかと
she
聞
was
いたら、
in some other
そ
town,
こは
but
濁され
her
た。
answer wasn't clear.
ただ、
He's lying.
その
But
どうやら
she also
相手
said
に
that
二
he
股
was
をかけられて
cheating
る
on
から
her,
別れよ
so
う
she
か
was
な
thinking of
とか言
breaking
って
up
ま
with
して
him.。
What a sudden change.
本当か。
That true?
Please do not go beat up Yasunaga-kun. He gripped my arm really hard, and I, grimacing at the pain in my leg, looked straight into his wrinkly face.
おい、
Hey! Hi, Grandpa. You're finally awake.
聞いたかどうかな
It's
ら
true that
本当
she
です。
told me that, but I don't know if she
彼
was
女が
telling
本
the
当のこ
truth.
とを言
Oh,
ってい
she
たか
said
は知りま
this?
せんよ。
Did I just forget?
No.
Okay,
No, you didn't forget.
he's lying.
He's lying.
それに
He's bullshitting.
彼のこととは分かりません。
Also, I don't
Mm.
know who the boyfriend is. Could be someone else.
He's trying to start a fight between between him and Yasunaga-kun. Maybe. Dude, you're literally gonna you're literally gonna like one punch the poor kid. Relax. After looking at nothing in particular, he turned away from me. He is a liar, but he kinda has to right now. He's bad.
いい子だと思いま
We're
すよ。
evil.
I do think that Yasunaga is a good kid.
He didn't give any sort of response. Wow, no respect for him. Okay. Alright. I just sown the seeds of malice. Yeah, you did. You evil little sly fox. Once I...
Bastard.
Huh?
Evil little bastard.
Evil little bastard, Hararaki! Once I returned to the dining hall, Tai-san took a look at my injury.
じゃから外に
Oh, we told you not to go outside. Foolish child.
We're sorry, Grandma.
すみません。
I'm sorry. It really is dangerous. I'll just stay put.
ずっと
He's like a
おとなしくしてい
freaking
ます
Tanuki or fox in this route, man. He's so sly.
それがええわよ
No? What?
Tai-san brought a hand towel from the counter and skillfully bandaged my leg. She'd even put some weird leaves on my skin. Apparently they helped with sprains like this. She then took a wet towel in a plastic bag and applied it to the wound. It was a substitute for ice, and it worked better than you'd think. Despite this being a medical matter, Kiyanosuke refused to get involved. Orthopedics weren't his specialty, apparently. Orthopedics. The empty pride he displayed when saying that actually calmed me down. It was very like him.
お怪我は
It pains me to see you injured like this, but I am glad that it does not seem so bad.
すみません。ご心配
Sorry
お
for
かけ
worrying
して
you.
Sorry, baby girl, we love you.
You gonna try and heal me?
She gonna what? Oh, no, she ain't. Stop it.
Ma, did you break your leg?
難しい言葉を知ってるね。でもこれ
You
は
know what broken bones are, huh? Anyway, no, I sprained it.
Do I sound like a child or do I need to go lower or higher?
It's up to you.
I'm asking if it's good.
前座
You know what mine was.
Yeah, true.
Sprained?
ねえ、ん、ざ、
Sprained.
イン
Was I that bad at talking?
痛いの Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
うん。すごく痛いよ。
Yeah, a lot.
gonna turn you into meat and glue now.
It's a punishment!
Punishment?
Oop, 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 oop. It's punishment time!
Did I hear that right?
Time.
It's punishment! It's a punishment! You did something very bad!
濡れ衣だ。
No, I didn't. What's
Stop.
happening to you today?
I'm the bastard! I am sorry. I do not know
今
why,
日はどうし
but
て
she has been like this all day long.
ずっと
She really did seem like she was in a bad mood.
Hi.
Hi.
Doing okay?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a good movie for you to watch
What is it?
called Quarantine. It's a found footage horror movie about zombies.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
look
actually
into it.
quite terrifying.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, it's actually quite horrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Had she seen something? She is very cute. I was worried for a moment, but Mako didn't say anything more. She just continued being sulky. What was her deal? I don't know. She's a fourth wolf. Eventually everyone returned, and this ended up being nothing major. My injury was actually the biggest event. Some were worried, some picked on me, some scolded for me for not being careful. The reactions were varied, but it didn't seem like anyone suspected me because of it. Yasunaga-kun was in a better mood today. When Haru-chan and Mochi brought some foraged goods, he thanked them with a smile. There was debate about whether we'd actually eat the stuff. Tai-san said something about the corrupt mist. Kiyanosuke considered the possibility of there being poison plants, etc. We chopped it all up, put some sauce on it, and the volunteers, the children, Hashimoto-san and the industrious food critic Mamiya-san, ate up. Nothing happened, of course. Because of my injury, no one wanted to go outside anymore. An hour after lunch, Kanzo-san said it was time, and we begun the feast. Oh, that's quick. With no proof.
痛むならもっと飲め。
Drink more. She'll hurt you.
Half grinning in response, I drank more of the divine sake than usual. As far as I knew, though, alcohol wasn't good for you when you were injured. True. Thus, the feast started.
やっぱりまず
First of all, let's talk about Shiemi. What happened to her? Got anything, Yasunaga?
考えはあるか
Takumi-san started out by giving the lead to Yasunaga-kun, who readily accepted it. They'd probably decide on this during their secret talk. Oh, they probably decided on this. He gave several ideas. Chiemi could have accidentally wandered outside on some errand. She also could have not returned home for some reason. Well, they're skipping a lot here. Good, I guess. And lastly, Chiemi could have been killed by wolves who wanted to make it look like the corruption did it. That was when Takumi-san mentioned that you couldn't stay awake, even if you wanted to, and Yoshitsugu-kun vouched for that. With that, everyone agreed that it was unlikely that she'd accidentally gone outside. Their talk was similar to the one we'd have when talking about Mame-san's death last time. However, unlike this time, it had been a given that Mamiya-san had returned to her room once, so we'd reached the conclusion that she, a person who didn't end up sleeping, was a wolf. Oh. The idea that Chiemi didn't return back home to begin with had me forming a certain theory. According to Chiemi from the first loop, you could be outside until 8 in the evening. Yesterday, I'd woken up at about 10 p.m., meaning that everyone in their rooms between 8 to 10 p.m. would go to sleep. Or rather, be forced into sleep. That was when the wolves would be woken up, get in the wolf outfit they were given during the night, and do their deeds. From what I could tell, the humans would stay asleep. That's why they were always killed without putting up a fight. After that, the wolves would return to their homes and be forced to sleep again. Then, the wolf outfit would be picked up, and they would wake up the following morning. The Feast of the Yomi Purge wouldn't work without the sleep function. However, I knew for a fact that people could just die by being outside their rooms. The first time, it happened to Mamiya-san and Hashimoto-san, who had wanted to spend their night in their van, while Yoshitsugu-kun was torn apart because of his recklessness. Last time, if you excluded Mamiya-san, a wolf, Yoshitsugu-kun suggested going outside right after everyone went to bed. The first time, he'd probably gone outside long before everyone was forced to sleep. Basically, if you were in a room at a certain time, you would be forced to go to sleep. That was probably the true meaning behind the shelter taboo. It was just a prerequisite for the main factor in controlling the feast, dreaming, or in other words, sleeping. That was why those who wouldn't shelter would be eliminated by the bringers of the corruption. Looking at it that way, I felt I could see the cunning, logical truth behind Great Lord Shinai. Anyway, the main matter right now was Chiemi. I had no idea how she could survive outside until she committed suicide, but I would just assume she did. I also didn't know if she was waiting for the wolves, or just happened to encounter us when we went into the dorm. However, it was clear that she'd been outside the whole time. Yasunaga-kun also believed that, and said so did everyone. Said so to everyone. His own idea that it was actually a murder made to look like a rule violation was dismissed, because Chiemi's futon wasn't even spread out in her room. That meant that she hadn't even intended to dream last night.
つまりやっすんは理由はよくわかんないけど、知恵姉が
You're
死んだのは事故みたいなもんで、
You're saying that you don't know why, but Chie's death was an accident.
狼は誰も殺してないってこと
And
を
that
言
the
いたいの
wolves
かな
still hadn't killed anyone, right?
あ
Yes.
After Yasunaga-kun explained his position, Mochi interjected. He was a passive participant, but really good at it. Most of his few words were on the mark. He was also the monkey, so no one had to worry about him trying to mislead people.
つまり狼はやっぱり殺す
So
の
you're
がダメ
saying that the wolves themselves hesitated to kill?
僕はそう思う
That's what I think.
ふむ
That misinterpretation was actually good for us. Though we didn't plan for it, we got rid of a human, and there wouldn't be a hanging today as a retaliation. At least, a part of me hopes so.
わしにはそうは思えん。
They don't think so.
Kanzo-san argued against it, of course.
どうしてです
Why?
狼にとって都合が良すぎる。
Too good for the wolves.
Sharp?
その危惧はわかりますが
I
そうい
see
う
where
こと
you're
を
coming from,
知恵姉
but
が
we
どう
must
してあなたは
know
わからない
what really happened to Chiemi before we can say it.
逆じゃ。お前が言え。
It's the other way around. Say it, Masu. Huh?
夜に人が死んどる。
Someone died
普
at
通は
night.
狼の死は。
Normally it's the wolves do.
そうでないな。
Just say it.
はっち
でもあれは汚れだと
But
カエル
Kaiba
の狼じじいも言ってたじゃ
and
ない
the
ですか
old wolf man said that it was the corruption.
私は
And that's what I thought, but it's difficult.
狼が。
The wolf is coming!
こんなもんで確証になる
It's good enough for me.
じゃあ知恵姉が布団
Then
を
how
敷い
do
て
you
なかったの
explain
か
why Chiemi's futon wasn't spread out?
大したことじゃねえ。
It don't matter much.
Kanzo, do not care.
大したことですよ
Yes, it does.
You tell him, Yasunaga. It does matter.
やす。ちょっと
Yasu,
黙れ。
shut up.
Argue back, baby! Punch him in the face! Kanzo's words were full of irritation, if not anger. It brought a change to everyone's expressions. Uh-oh. I was the only one who could see this rationally. After all, I was the one who caused this. I'd presented him with an unproven personal matter between me and a deceased girl, maliciously giving him several ways to view it. One of them led to the conclusion that Yasunaga-kun was a dirty cheater who played both Chiemi and Heart. Pizza Man got game. I led Kanzo-san to that convenient idea without putting myself at any risk. I wasn't expecting us to avoid today's lynching to begin with. Thus, I would instead gain their trust by just leading them to the truth.
もう一つ可能性があります
Another possibility.
ちえみちゃんが自殺
Chiemi
をした
chan
可
could
能
have
性で
committed
す
suicide.
Wow! Who would have thought she'd kill herself? The idea
Not
shocked-
you.
Hey! I didn't think she would actually just cap herself in the head. No. Maybe corruption-wise, but maybe she was just unhappy with her role. I don't know. The idea shocked everyone, but it was easy to explain it was true after all. Maybe she knew. I don't know. Anyway, Someone who'd commit suicide wouldn't prepare their futon, and since the suicide was enough bloodshed for the night, the wolves didn't kill anyone else. It was an answer that let people combine the idea that the wolves didn't kill, but planned to.
Why was her body in that state? What kind of suicide leads to that?
Good.
自殺死体を狼
The
が見つ
wolf
けた
saw her body after she committed suicide and left it there, leading to the local beast,
山の獣が
letting the
した
local
とすれ
beast
ば
have it. Does that make sense?
そんなもんこの辺りの
We
山
got
にいるか
beasts that could do that in this area? Old man?
He wanted to prove that the wolves were out for blood, but his knowledge as a hunter denied the possibility of there being such beasts here. So I helped him out.
こんなことを
This isn't something that I wanted to consider, but it might have been a monster, or maybe a god.
考えてもみてください
Think about it.
汚
There's
れを与え
definitely
る存
something
在
that brings the
実
corruption.
在するんです
There were loads of dead dogs on that first day, right?
いっぱい殺
There
されてい
was.
たあれをやる存在が
If there was a being that could do that around the area, you could easily find Shiemi's body and do the same.
同じように破壊するそれは読み
It could be Yomibito,
無事
a
な
badger, or a real wolf.
Well, it is true that there might be something spreading the corruption.
Oh, how terrifying!
久石さんいたずらに
Usagi-san, please don't needlessly frighten people.
いやその
That's
つも
not
り
my
はないんだ
intention. I actually do think there's an unidentified menace
何
around these
か
parts,
未
and you
知
should
の
be
脅威
wary
があ
of
る
it.
のは確か死体が損壊した理由
It could be the reason why the corpse was
そ
destroyed.
れは
Shouldn't
注
we
意す
keep
べ
that
き
in
じゃない
mind?
か
Why don't we ever go back to the point in the first route where Chiemi's was it the first route? Was in a room after like them like I don't know, she telling him to shut up and there was that weird person at the door with like the mask. Whatever happened to that?
This is buying a bunch of different events.
I'm thinking about that event. Like, could that have any correlation to this?
No.
Oh.
それは
Worth the try.
そうですな
Well, you're not wrong.
待てって仮に
Wait,
チエミが
even if that was a suicide, there's no proof that the wolves wanted to kill, right?
わかるそれに
Also, I don't think that Chiemi is prepared to commit suicide.
True. Hopefully.
そうだチエネは自殺
Yeah, there's no way she would kill herself.
まあまあ
Please calm down, everyone.
Oh my goodness, he's speaking. Everybody calm down, please. So he joined in. How would he handle this?
僕の意見を
Can I give my
いいで
opinion?
しょうか
どうぞ
Go ahead.
もちろんだ
Of course. Mm.
僕こんな
I'd make it not look like it, but I used to be a cameraman in a war film, so I've seen many gruesome
い
things.
くらか悲惨
マジか
Seriously?
Seriously?
うんで
Yes,
専門
and
家
I'm
じゃ
not
ない
an
から
expert,
何
so I
とも
can't
言え
be
ないん
sure.
で彼女の遺体
But it looked to me like her head was scattered in a strange shape.
上の上の方ま
Some pieces even reached high up the wall. I even took a
こ
photo.
の写真も
That's
撮ってあり
nasty.
ます
No offense.
重曹っぽく見える
It looks like a gun ring to me.
大
A launch gun at that, and from point blank range, even.
He's smart. Sharp.
Yes.
A few people looked at Kanzo-san. It was a fitting reaction considering he had a gun. And he grunted in response.
ああいえ
I don't believe it has anything to do with Makishima-san.
Do they not remember she's a hunter?
Well, she hadn't really gone hunting yet at this point.
She
She
did
had only helped. She had helped Kanzo butcher the animal.
Yeah, and she was bloody.
that's it.
Well, I guess.
What are you getting at?
上に吹き飛ぶ状
In the only real situation where blood and other things can fly that high up is when someone puts the gun in their mouth and shoots
大
it.
きな銃
It'd be
が
pretty hard to do with a large gun.
誰かが殺す
A muzzle would likely be at
あ
an
るいは
even or downward angle.
方がありそうです
Hello, Aslano. Ukamiga.
となるとやはり久石君が言うように
But it makes me think that precisely Gloomy is right, and it was a
彼
suicide.
女って
Did she have a gun?
いや
No,
聞いちゃいねえな。
not that I know of.
わしも聞いてはいる。
Never heard if she did.
狩
But
猟
she
の免
did
状を
say
取
she's
った
got a hunting license.
マジか。それじゃあ
Huh?
散弾銃なら持ってたはずだな。
Then she could have had a shotgun.
血は筋が良
She's got guts. If I was gonna have someone go
い
hunting,
だと思
it'd
う
have been her.
Hanzo-san's tone grew lower as he displayed an unexpectedly high opinion of her. Aw. The story that she was being cheated on must have hit harder than I had thought. Chiemi really did have a place here. She must have gotten a license because she thought so herself. That could only mean that the gloomy talk from last time.
だってここには
Mm.
私の居場所なんてないもの。
But there's no place for me here. It was just nonsense from a wolf. Oh.
いや待て、おかしい。
Pity
それなら
system.
なぜ銃が残ってねえんだ。
That doesn't make sense. Why would she have a gun then? We didn't find anything in her room either. Not even bullets.
I was curious about why there was no gun, too. But there were no bullets either, or shells. They were with the rest of her stuff last time. Did they mess up while searching or something?
部屋には鍵はかかってなかったから
The room was
誰
unlocked,
でも
so
入れる
anyone
わけ
could go
で
in,
すよ
right?
ね。
そりゃそうだが。
Right.
Oh yeah, somebody just went in and loaded her gun with bullets.
一番寄付すべきは
I believe we should fear the worst, that the wolves took both the gun and the bullets. That was when Mamiya-san took over. I do understand that it doesn't make complete sense to fear a gun, that for all we know might not exist.
それでもこの
But I believe we should check everyone's rooms.
うん
Hmm.
それで
I'm
見つ
not
か
sure
る
if
よ
they
う
would hide it somewhere so
怪
obvious.
しいけ
What do you think?
どどう思い
探す姿
I
勢を見
think
せる
it's
ことが
important to
大事
show that we're willing to search.
やろ
Let's do it.
構わね
Fine by me.
え。待ちたまえ。
Wait,
うちはそんな理由で
I don't think you should look around my house for such a reason.
古い領
They're like the old hunting rifles that had nothing to do with this.
Guilty?
後ろ暗いところ
Do you have something to hide?
でもまあ確かに
Honestly, I don't think he'd take a gun with him. He probably already has one or two. And he's got no spine.
All talk and no bite.
しかも貴様は
Shikamochi, you
ああそうだ
is not wrong. In fact, the very idea of taking something like that from a corpse is making me nauseous. Ha, chicken. Afraid of corpses, huh? I heard that's why you can't make it as a doctor.
違う私は
No,
Yes, his doctor porn stash. We can't find that, can we?
黙りなさい
Stop it, Yoshisuku! Nosato-san, please forgive him.
ご無礼をお許し
So he really was afraid of corpses. Man, the guy was sure was hard to make use of. Still, there was no reason for us to be afraid here. After all, we weren't the ones who took the gun. I could only assume it was the great Lord Shinai again. Thanks to Hashimoto-san, just about everyone now agreed that Chiemi had killed herself with a gun. Proof was a very high important thing. The people of Yasumizu really had to realize that. By cleaning up the corpses right away, they made it harder to find out the truth. Even Yasunaga-kun accepted that Chiemi had committed suicide. He was now muttering something like, Chieni. Why? Kanzo-san looked at him with extremely intense eyes. If you connected the story from before with the suicide, you could assume that it was the result of the love triangle drama. After all, she'd committed suicide in front of Yasunaga's room. With that settled, Takumi-san spoke up again.
で、結局、
so what do we do today? We hanging or not?
くくらねえのか。
After a moment of silence,
狼が殺したんじゃない
She wasn't killed by the wolf.
約束
That's
と
why we shouldn't
否
lynch
定はし
anyone.
ないで
damn, they're really going the passive route.
死人が出たらくくるのが約
We said we'd hang. Someone died.
狼が殺したんじゃない
It wasn't the wolves.
Oh, Yasunaga, you're gonna give them the win, honey.
あの
May I say something?
なんだ、上松。
I'm burping on my
What is
freaking
it?
pizza, dude. Same. You're welcome.
What is it?
You already read your line. I was trying to drink water.
What is
I believe I believe that Serizawa-sama just on loop. It's the loop of the voice acting. Hold on, I'm doing it. Was acting on the spider's mentality.
なんだ
Huh? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Huh? What do you mean?
She took. Give me a second. She took the corruption.
What is it?
Stop. In her. She took the corruption in. I'm breaking character. In herself. She protected us by
What is that?
Shut up. She protected us by acting like the spider. What? Yourself. Stop. No, not you too. Wise and brave as she is, Serizawa-sama could easily do something like that.
詳しく教えてください。
Tell us more.
Last night, damn it. I know, I'm trying. I need to compose myself. Last night, she might have drawn her own blood to protect those with guardians among us. Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna. Bum 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 bum. Ba ba bum.
She might have committed suicide after witnessing the arrival of the wolves. I told you! She knows that Haruwaki's a wolf! Oh! Oh, come and get. Jimmy's like, I'm fucking killing myself.
She might have been violent, but she was honest and gentle too.
My baby?
そういうんじゃねえ
It ain't that. DNA just had guts.
Then, were the wolves really planning to kill her? Sure, you're not overthinking it. I'm the who? You're the snake. Oh, coming up!
But honestly, I can't think of any other case in which DNA would commit suicide.
coming good!
悩みがありゃ
Good enough, go!
After that, if DNA didn't know what to do, she'd shoot someone else before herself. She
Right?
knew exactly what she was doing here.
そしていつも学
And she always stood up to protect us in school, didn't she?
Oh, poor baby! Chieni. What do we do? It's looking like they will It's looking like they will want to hang someone today. Whoa, no.
I would love to vote at only at the least.
Of course I would like to vote today.
I would like to vote today. Yes.
No, Hashimoto-san, don't listen to you. Hashimoto-san.
僕も君も
We must
取らない
survive.
とならない
This might be necessary to accomplish this.
Stop eating your potato chips and
思えないのかもしれない
cut it out.
Oh, no, oh, no.
He's just eating potato chips during the feast. Oh no. But
もしそういう理由なら
That is really her reason. Serizawa didn't have a guardian. The snake must still be alive, and he or she has information for us.
Amazing.
And if everyone here can band together against the wolves, then the situation is very different from how it was yesterday.
I'm reading chat.
What are you saying?
I kept reading the in herself, and then I went back to the Rikako line in my head because we were laughing when you kept repeating the lines. And yeah.
まあ僕も両親に従
I'll
って
still listen to my conscience and vote against killing, but I will accept the result.
ね
よし挙手でいい
Alright, we'll raise hands for it. Alright, we'll raise hands for it.
Amazing. Thank you, Takumi.
今日来る者
Alright,
で選ぶこと
we'll raise hands for it.
Shut up. Oh
Sorry, I have to mention. Anyone who's for voting on who to hang, raise your hand.
Thanks, Takumi. He's like a little autistic. He's just gonna say it again, bro.
Anyone who's voting on who to hang, raise your hand.
It's like nobody responds, and he just does it again.
Raise your hand.
Raise your damn hands. Oh goodness, the old guy, Yamawaki-san, Kanzo-san, Kiyonosuke-shi, Takumi-san, Rikako-san, Mochi, Yoshitsugu-kun, and I raised our hands. Wow. The only ones who didn't were Kaori-san, Yasunaga-kun, Haro-chan, Mako, and the Journos.
I raised my hand.
Thank you, Takumi. Just Granny, just like making it. The grandma just was like, thank you, Takumi-san.
Thank you, Takumi-san.
Grandma, I raised my hand. Friend.
Friend. Sorry, Yasun, but I feel like I gotta avenge Shiene.
Thank you, Aventurine. Very cool.
そうなのかな。
Oh, really?
本当に
If
そう
she wants that, then she could have showed up in our dreams or
してく
something.
れればいい。
Yasunaga be dreaming about you.
I dream about her all the time.
Honestly.
Dreams that I
Did
cannot repeat at
anybody
this
ask,
speak.
bro? We love you, Pizza Boy. Shouldn't she be dreaming about pizza? It's like he
I
just.
dream that we're on a pizza date.
Oh. What about Haru? Didn't he love Haru in the other route?
Hey, sure, she's there too, I guess.
That's true.
そう
Yeah.
9対6じゃ。
Nine against
They
six.
can't notice me.
I guess we have no choice. Oh, if we pick and lynch someone, do we just go our own ways then?
Bro. I had the stupidest idea. Hashimoto and
What?
Takumi need to do sumo wrestling match.
どうなのおやっさん。
Yes.
Yes.
How is it, old man?
くくったら宴はし
The
まい。
feast ends when someone tags.
Thank you, Kanzo. Very cool.
じゃあその前に
Then before that, I would like to say something about the snake.
もしヘビが今日
If they found the wolf today, they should come out with it.
そうですね。
That's a good idea.
選べる
It would make it
その後
easier to choose who to hang and who the spiders could protect them.
複数出てきたら
I hope we don't get multiple.
出てくるよ複数
I only care about my paycheck.
昨日織部や
Just like Matsunaga-kun pointed out yesterday, we're bound to have more than one right after the first jump.
Yeah, if the real one came out now, I would have to play the fake. But the real one wouldn't come out just yet.
狼を見つけたヘビはいないか。
Hey, Snake, you found a wolf?
Yup.
It's
You found a
Mako.
wolf? Hey, Snake,
I found one.
Be quiet, Mako. I'm trying to listen.
no!
いねえみたい
Okamiga.
It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look
I
like it.
think I need to check I think I left the
Listen,
oven on.
Amazon, doesn't look like it.
Sorry, guys. I think I left the oven running.
じゃあ昨日調べた
That means the person that they found yesterday was a human.
ふむふむ
Hmm.
ちな
You
みに
see, you
今
see.
日の夜
Now, does anyone here want to be investigated before anyone else?
I do not want to be investigated, my friend. For a moment, I almost ignored that nonchalant question. But a second later, I almost stopped breathing. Whoa, excuse me.
Raise your hand.
I'm raising my hand to Kumi-san. Can I get a oh yeah? Oh god. This was an attack. I had no idea why I thought that. Oh. So like he can like say he wants to be investigated as like a trap?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Haraki? But this was a deadly attack. Oh yeah, we're gonna die, remember? And then we get a key. What was I
We do
supposed?
not get a key.
Oh, well, there's 2 keys. Remember next to Haru's love life?
Yeah,
Oh, it's probably later on.
we don't get.
Okay. What
We
was?
don't get either of those keys this route.
Oh wow! Is there? How many routes are there left?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you tell me so I have an idea?
No.
I'm gonna like sit in anticipation. There's 4. He says there's 4. Do I trust him though?
There's more than 4. There's
Ugh,
more than 4.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I don't mind. I thought darkness was like the last one. What was the right choice? Okay, you know what? You need to stop laughing at it. You told me to avoid spoilers. I'm gonna guess there's like 5 routes.
Okay, well, you're wrong.
There's 6. There's 6, isn't there?
No.
No, shut up. There are not 9 routes.
There are not 9 routes.
There are not 9 routes?
Not 9 routes, no.
There's not 13 more routes. You're crazy. Raise my hand.
Okay, that's more. Raise your hand.
I'm raising my hand to Kumi-san. I'm not a wolf. As a wolf, I didn't want to be investigated before anyone else. There's not that many. We're excluding the extra events with the red weird text. I don't understand. Even so, I raised my hand.
No, you don't understand. The extra routes are part of it.
Oh. Cool. Because it continues. Okay. Not raising it might be seen as asking that I not be investigated. A total of 6 people raised their hands. Kanzo-san.
6 people raise their hands.
Thank you, Takumi-san. Kiyonosuke-shi, Yasunaga-kun, Mamiya-san, Yoshitsugu-kun, and me. Upon seeing who raised their hands, I instantly understood the nature of the trap. Those
Who
who
raise their hands?
Those who wanted to have a voice in the piece simply had to raise their hands here. Being a proven human
Raise their hands.
was necessary if you wanted to have influence and a voice here. How many didn't raise their hands? How about that, Takumi? Can you count on your fingers right now for me? Thanks, buddy.
1, 2,
Uh,
2,
Takumi, what's 2 plus 2?
7.
Brawl, no brain! Oh my god. The feast of politics disguised as a game of logics. Since the murder is going to be scientifically investigated, you have to present possible suspects purely on circumstantial evidence. However, whether the others believed that or not was up to them to decide. And since circumstantial evidence, no matter how much of it remained circumstantial, it was extremely possible to make a fool of yourself by treating it like direct proof. There was also the fear of death, as well as religious faith. Where do you start? Not many people were capable of deciding everything for themselves in this situation. Those who didn't have confidence in their own decisions left the choice to others, specifically the popular, capable leaders. They were the ones who didn't raise their hands. Oh. They were too slow to realize how to react to this because they needed explanations and guidance from their leaders. Those who wanted to be leaders, on the other hand, were constantly waiting for opportunities to consolidate power by proving themselves right.
Wait, what are you getting at?
I don't know.
I'm slow on the uptake. You're gonna have to,
Slow them
explain this to me. Imagine that we all agreed the snake would investigate you today, and tomorrow we would take them to reveal themselves if they found the wolf. If they don't reveal themselves, it would mean that you are safe. You wouldn't be needlessly suspected. Oh, I get it.
Oh my god. The snake found a human today, too. But until they reveal themselves, that won't be of any use to us.
I approve of this too.
I object. I approve. It's just that Knuckles meme where it's just like, approved. Then please.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
No. What's the other one he says?
Approved.
No, it's like when it's just like something in a court or something when it's like wrong. I can't remember. Then please investigate me as well.
私も調べてもらっていい
Can you investigate me too?
I would like that. I can't do a voice for her. I would like that too.
Like that too.
I would like that too. Me too. Everyone else now raised their hands. Like the followers, they were. The thing is, like, she has a soft voice, so I don't know how to do like a soft, mothery voice.
My hand, Emma.
I raised my hand, Mom. Besides the monkeys, the ones who weren't raising their hands either didn't understand the situation at all, or missed the right time to hide their hope that they wouldn't be investigated. But we didn't have any of those. Both Haru-chan and Kaori-san knew what they had to do. However, my only option in the situation was to raise my hand at the first opportunity. We're dead. I'd already done something to assert my wish to take a political lead. Besides that, I was a newbie who no one trusted, so I was likely a lynch target. Everyone probably assumed that I knew my situation. That was why I had put myself ahead before anyone else. Otherwise, it would have seemed extremely likely that I was a wolf. Oh, I guess I did the right thing. Hashimoto-san slowly looked at everyone, and then thought about what he had to have for his third dinner.
I will put my hand on my third chin.
He stopped this moment. His gaze was directed at me. We're dead. It wasn't stern or cold. It was as calm and gentle as always. Bro looks like he could cosplay Santa. I couldn't help sensing a powerful will behind it. The will of a cameraman, an observer, who wanted to know the true nature of his subject. This wasn't a battlefield, the wilderness, or some restaurant selling unusual cuisine. This was... It's time to do. But he was, as always, remaining an observer. He stayed at an appropriate distance, blended in with the environment, and focused solely on observation. And if he noticed something crucial, he would simply call it out. It wouldn't be that his words would prompt some other event. His attack would be over the moment he spoke. That was just how precise his observations were. He's a chess player. Was I being paranoid? No. He was the real deal. A true threat to me. He tested me just now. I'm just being playful. I don't actually judge the guy. But yeah, he probably could beat the shit out of each and every one of us. Suspected me. In that case, what came next would be... I weigh like 140, bro. One punch and I'm out.
Oh, sorry about this. Please put your hands down. But I still got my hand up.
That's okay,
Of course. Of course. You would raise your hands if you had nothing to hide. You would obviously want it to be investigated and prove your innocence.
So, who do we investigate?
Personally, I would be more at ease if you were first. We outsiders are easy suspects after all. But that's just what I want. Otherwise...
We're dead.
What about the precisely thing? He seems pretty smart, so it would be good to know if he's human, right?
I actually had to avoid being investigated by the snake. We're dead.
I see. Would that mean that he wouldn't be an option in today's lynching? Yes.
If I wasn't a wolf, this would be nothing but a kindness from a fellow outsider. But I am. I wasn't certain if he was doing this on purpose. However, I was certain of one thing. Yudai Hashimoto was my enemy. The most formidable among everyone here, in fact. All that hard work to save him, and now I had to kill him. Yeah, no kidding. He bit off more than he could chew. But I had
Is that a fat joke?
No! It's like... No, I don't mean it like that. Like, he saved the guy expecting good things, but he didn't expect that, you know, it would come around and bite him in the ass because, well, the guy is smart as hell. You know? Not a bad joke. I meant like...
I wish I could say that it's a good idea.
What I'm saying is I think he was like hoping that saving him would be a good thing and he would be on his side, but he didn't think that the guy would be against him.
But there's someone who should be investigated before me.
Oh?
Oh? And who would that
Do
be?
you know who the...
Takumi-san desu.
Oh!
Takumi-san.
Why?
Huh? Me? What'd I do?
He's precious! This was how I'd handle it. It was a setup for a future attack.
Takumi-san wa
Takumi-san will continue to be an important figure for the entire fleet. It'll be harder for everyone to decide on what to do if you don't know whether he's human or wolf.
それは
That?
まあその通りだ
Well, he's not wrong. The outspoken ones often stand out, which draws
そ
suspicion.
れゆえに疑われる
おそらく優先順位的には匠さんと
In terms of importance, Takumi-san is roughly on the same level as Kanzo Makishima-san.
僕は
I do want to feel secure, but I don't want to be criticized for prioritizing myself over the group as a whole.
それでも
I don't mind if you're going to investigate me regardless. Do it, I think.
構いません。あるいは
Or if I seem suspicious to you right now, you can even vote me.
僕は皆さんの勝利
I don't mind getting hanged for the sake of your victory. I prepared for that possibility last night.
ちえみちゃんが示した勇気を
Yami-chan displayed impressive courage in what she did, and I would like to follow in her example, even if I wouldn't be nearly as cool.
春脇様
Haruaki-sama.
どう思うモッチ
What do you think, Mochi?
匠にかまあ
Takumi ni,
確かにそうだな
Well, he's not wrong.
ね
Hey,
えやめない
can we just not
この
hang
人
him?
くくるの
私もこの子は
I also don't think he's a wolf.
けどね
That went well. Are they talking about Takumi or Haraki?
Haruaki.
Oh, nice. She's, yeah, kind for doing it like that. Haru-chan was kind of overdoing it, but as long as she didn't take it any further, it'd be consistent with her act so far.
なるほどね
I see. Then let's have the snake investigate the Kumimuro-san.
エビの
Any objections?
調べてもらう
Silence.
ムロさん本人もよ
Are
ろし
you
く
okay with it yourself?
ああ構わね
Yeah, I don't mind.
ではそれで
Alrighty.
Then it is decided.
He got more time. He couldn't push any further. Now it was time to vote.
拉致が開かね
What a waste of time.
京都
We're not sure we're voting.
That was very close to the mic. Yes,
記録を
I shall write them down. We continued talking for a short while after that, but it was mostly pointless chatter about what we would do, and if anyone had any ideas.
あのさ
Hey,
どこかに
can't we
カメ
find
ラを
out
仕
who
掛け
the
ておけば
votes? I'm sorry, what?
狼が誰かわかるんじ
Can't
ゃない
we find out who the wolves are by setting up some cameras?
それを今この場で言ったら
If you
狼にもバレて
say that
意味
here,
が
the
ないん
wolves
じゃない
will hear, too. It'd be pointless.
Oh,
そ
er,
そうだね
right. Haruchan did as I told her, displaying dedication towards contributing to the feast. A decent amount of time had passed since we'd started the feast, and it'd probably end right before the evening. Takumi-san was silent. He seemed against hanging people off a whim at first, but something had changed somehow. Chiemi was like a fellow pillar of the community, so it must have hit him pretty hard. At this point, the only one clearly opposed to the vote was Mamiya-san, but even then, she only had a hand on her forehead. And so the vote began.
最初はあんただじいさん
You go first, old guy.
聞いてんのかおい
You listening?
おめえ
You!
俺だと
Huh? Me?
What? Takumi's precious!
鬼みたい
Look! Scary, scary!
Excuse me? What if he's the bad guy? I don't care.
そう次俺 おやさん
Whatever. Old man Kanto, your turn.
Poor guy.
ヤスに
One for Yasu.
Oh, he hates him now. Did I push things too far?
処刑に反対するのが
Is it that weird to be opposed to the lynching?
てめえは頭
You got a good head.
そうや
Could just be an act.
He really wants to nail him down.
おやさんヤスは敵じゃねえよ
Hey, yo!
Hey, yo? What?
You said he could just want to nail him down.
Not like that. Like, beat the crap out of him and assume that he cheated. Wrong choice of words.
Yasu ain't your enemy, old man.
Oh my god.
同僚聞かんことには
Can't trust that without reason.
巧みにいいか進めて
Takumi, it's fine. Let's move on.
じゃあ次はバー
Then, Bachan, your turn.
困ったね。
What a burden.
うん
Hmm.
記者の
What
女の
for the
人
journalist?
Rip.
待ってください
Wait!
私
Have I done anything suspicious?
橋本さんが猿なのはええけどね。
Hashimoto-san is a monkey, but I don't know about you.
She's racist. Granny!
I'm very racist.
Oh gosh.
Calm down, Kyuchun.
I'm fine. I should have seen this coming. I was just surprised.
次は
Back in my day, your people weren't allowed in this village.
You outsiders!
You outsiders. Fucker.
You never worked as hard as we did!
You kids will never know what it was like having to walk 3 miles to school every day.
And to work!
Nowadays, you have things like cars and buses. Back in my day, all we had were mules.
Oh dear.
狼じじいに一票
One for the old wolf guy. I don't want to say this, but if you're just gonna say random stuff even in this situations, you're a nuisance to all of us.
I just realized how bushy this bro's eyebrows are, man. Like, that's some. Those are some
What, you want me
very.
to shave my eyebrows or something?
Those are some really manly eyebrows, bro.
They're manly. Hey, ladies trim their eyebrows. Like, look at this old man. He ain't got no eyebrows.
Yeah, shit, they better follow.
So what?
God. In Yamawaki's day, she was hanged uphill both ways before the sun was even up. Jesus, Cyber!
何言ってんのかわからねえ次香織さんだぜ
I don't know what you're talking about. Kaori-san, you're next.
Oh my god.
安永
Yasunaga-kun, what do you think?
誰に投票するか先に言ってもいいんでしょうか
I think that pepperoni pizza is the best. But,
I agree.
can I say who I'll vote for before it's my turn?
I suppose, son.
悪いってことはね
It ain't a problem.
僕は現状で特徴を持った票を入れることができない
I can't vote with certainty at this point.
だから
With that in mind, I can only pick someone who doesn't contribute to the feast. So, don't just follow me without thinking.
いいから言えや兄貴
狼じじいに投票するつもりだただ
Hey, bro, you skipped my line. You got a problem, bro? Like, goddamn. Just say it.
I thought you said it.
I'm voting for the old wolf man. But, Mom, I want you to decide for yourself how you vote.
Okay, so I will. One for Rikaku Uematsu. I do not mind, but may I have a reason? I have a problem with how you presented Chiami's. Why is this the one voice I can't. I have a problem with
It's
how.
literally the most standard voice, and you're like,
It's a mom. I don't know how to do a soft mom voice. I have a problem.
ara ara.
I have a problem with how you presented Chiami-chan's. I can't do it. I don't know what to do. Hold on.
I have a problem with how you presented Chiami-chan's death.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
After all,
It
it's possible
sounds
that
like
she was a wolf, right?
she sounds like she's in a, you know.
She sounded like what, huh?
She's in like a soft porn or something, bro.
Lumi, I'm disappointed.
Why'd you make her sound like that? After all, it's possible that she was a wolf, right? Ooh, of all people, she was the one to say that?
That was a perfect reading. Good job.
I tried. Then again, I was actually planning to mention it too. That was a smart move.
どういうこと母さん
What do you mean?
Me. I'm saying.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm saying that it could be a fight between wolves. Maybe they argued about whether they actually kill or not. Wow, it was almost as if she was there herself. Kanzo, she was nodding. And after all, the feast, it was common sense that humans weren't the only ones who could die at night. By creating the possibility that Chiami was a wolf, we would mess up their assumptions about how many wolves there were left. Ooh. Maybe Chiami-chan killed herself because she didn't want to kill.
Wait, but that really counts as a murder.
いやわかりませんよ
Sure, but it's entirely possible that the death due to discord between wolves counts.
They then left the corpse there. And then the beasts or something came and made a mess of it. Just like Fusashi-san suggested. My nose is so friggin' bugged. In that situation, any capable wolf would want to insist that Chiami-chan was human, right? She said that while looking at Rikako-san, who praised Chiami's actions on the basis that she was a human. But... No! I simply wanted to... Wait, hold on, what the... I broke. No, I simply wanted to.
美化
I
したかった
I broke
Benefit
Rikako-'s leg.
Chiami-chan's... Beautify Chiami-chan's action.
Fully aware that my comment was unnecessary, I took the stage.
自殺なんてどうやったって悲しい
Suicide is sad, no
ど
matter
うしようもな
what,
くやるせない
no
もの
matter
です
what. It's hard for everyone
残され
left
た僕ら
behind.
はでもその死が前向
But
き
if you
な
look at it in a positive way, we can stay
僕らも
positive
また
too.
そういう実のところ僕らに対するケアだったんじゃないですかリカ
I imagine that Rikako-san was just showing consideration for us all.
I took her side this time. She was an important person with special powers. It was better for her to die later. I couldn't deny that a part of me didn't want to kill her, but I ignored it. After all, following the betrayal, the only one suffering would be me. Right now, the important thing was to pretend to be a human fighting the good fight against the wolves. Kaori-san was a wolf, and would probably be outed eventually. I had to make sure I wouldn't be suspected based on acting in support of her beforehand. I did think that, but most of all, I simply thought that Serizawa-sama displayed amazing bravery by trying to protect us. I didn't doubt that Rikako-san might have been more traditional than anyone else in Fujiyoshi, but her heart remained good-natured.
わかったあとは皆
Alright, I'll let the rest decide for themselves. You're next, Kyo.
不妻子春明君に
Oh,
One for Haruaki Fusashi-kun.
just like last time, he voted for me on the first day.
理由は何でしょう
Can I have a reason?
君自身が言った通りだ
Didn't you say it yourself? I knew I'd vote for you the moment you took the initiative, but refused to be investigated by the snake.
なるほどわか
I
りました
understand, though I don't think I should have been more selfish there.
次
Next, like I said, I'm voting for the old wolf guy.
He was the first one to get 2 votes.
次近持ちだ
Chikamochi, you're next.
うーん
Hmm.
うーん
Hmm.
ハッサンかな
Hassan, I guess.
Uh-oh.
なんでそう思ったの？
Why?
真面目すぎるなって
He's
Oh.
acting too scary at me.
どういうことよ
Do you mean?
いやほんとそれだけ
Nothing
もっとヘラ
really.
ヘラしてる
Hassan's
方が
usually more
おっさんっ
relaxed.
ぽいから
That's it.
Uh-oh. We're dead. The scary thing was that such random thoughts of his often hit the mark.
よしどうする
Yoshi, who you voting for?
上松に投票する
Uematsu. My reason's that I think the hag's got a point.
あなたも自分で考え
You
な
should
さい
think for yourself, too.
考えた上で言ってんだ
I did, and I'm sticking to what I said. Also, I don't like it how a village head uses one of our guests to her advantage.
I don't want any buts. You listen now.
春どうする
私も
I'll vote for
Hey, you
Uematsu-san.
skipped my line.
Oh,
Haru, you're next. Haru, you're next.
I'll vote for
Haru, you're next.
I'll vote for Uematsu-san too. Oh, rip. Rikako, bro.
Why must a woman who grieves for your loss be suspected so much? Is this how you repay her?
Bro, Kiyonosuke's stepping up for, like, his crush, bro. Let's go.
Shut up, brah. Let's just get this over with, Takumini.
あんただ上松里香子
You're next, Rikako.
織部香織
One for Kari Oribe-sama.
お返し
Retaliation,
というわけ
I
だ
suppose?
はい
Yes, I know I am human, and I find your reasoning unjust.
もういいかじゃあ次だ
You done?
メイコ
You're next, Mako.
Fusayuki-san! What?
臭いしのことか
You mean Fusashi? Why him?
Everyone's bad, but there's an order.
おい何言ってんだこいつ
Huh? What's she saying?
I do not know
私
either.
さっぱりで
Wait, could it be that she was?
みん
Everyone needs to, something. It's, hey! Mako was the badger! Oh, finally. Crap, I couldn't use her no matter how hard I thought about it. Oh no! Hell, she could totally just give it away and ruin us.
まあいいや次
Oh well.
You just voted for
no.
your teammate, you little cute adorable thing. Sorry,
All she knows is, all she knows is that everybody is a Yomibito.
Oh.
Fusashi.
Alright. Right now I had 3 votes, as did Rikako-san. The wolf guy had 2, while Takumi-san, Kari-san, Yasunaga-kun, and Mamiya had 1 each. To survive, I had to vote for Rikako-san or the old wolf guy. And my vote would affect those of the reigning 2, the journos. If they both voted for me, it'd be game over. But if I was right about the nature of Hashimoto-san's actions, he was trying to decide whether I was clean or not. And if he decided that I wasn't, he would have surely mentioned it before the vote began. It was possible that he would vote for someone else. I had no idea if Mamiya-san would follow his vote, but even if she didn't, it wasn't likely that she would vote for me. Basically, if I voted for Rikako-san, she would get 4 votes, and most likely be lynched. No! And if I voted for the old wolf guy, he would have 3 votes, and depending on who the journals vote for, I could end up in the final vote. None of those with just 1 vote were particularly suspicious, so it was best to just disregard them altogether. I had to vote between Rikako-san and the old wolf guy. But honestly, it wasn't much of a choice. Kari-san's words about Rikako-san relied a decent amount on his assumption that the village heads were anti-Yasumizu, but that wasn't very credible. It would be strange for me to base my decision on that. My freaking nose is plugged. We already had Haru-chan agree with Kari-san's words. She didn't even give her own reason. I didn't want to be considered an ally of those who've given up thinking for themselves. Now, all that mattered was who the remaining two would vote for. This could lead to another final vote, but I'd think about it then. Oh, we got the
僕
pick?
は
Oh,
狼じじい氏に投票します
I'm voting for the old wolf.
good job.
どうして
Why? Why?
Wow, I had to say...
Why? Why? Why?
wow. I had to say something justified and useful to the humans.
狼じじい氏は多分
You're all well aware of how he behaves, but I think it's all an act.
My words surprised everyone.
あの
Why would you believe that?
思われる
Naturally, I couldn't say that I'd seen him make a decent play when he was a badger.
ただの地方老人が
I don't believe that a senile man would survive
両耳の
multiple
宴
feats
を
like
回
this
避で
one.
きたとは思えない返事が返ってこないときは
He's sometimes unresponsive, doesn't say a word to the very end, but when asked directly, he tends to answer immediately.
そう考えれば
When you look at
都合の悪い
that,
ことは
he might just be ignoring or dancing around questions that are bad for him.
非
It's
常
a
に
clever
良い戦
strategy.
略だと思います
ちょっと待ってください
Wait a second, I voted for him myself, but don't you think that you're overthinking it?
第一それなら
Also, if that were true, don't you think he'd have avoided being in this dangerous situation?
彼は何ら
I
かの
think he
抜け
might
道
know a
を
loophole.
知っているんじゃないか
抜け道知らなくて済む
A
よ
loophole that doesn't kill you?
はっきりはわかりませんが彼が寝泊まりしている
I
という意味は
can't say for certain, but from what little I've seen, the place he sleeps at is basically a dilapidated wreck.
I hadn't seen it this time around. Actually, but no one would find my claim fishy.
あの家では物意味すら行えない可能性が高い
Didn't even look like it qualified as shelter, and yet he's alive.
そう言われれば
Now that you mention it,
牧島勘三さん
Kanzo Makishima-san, has he ever survived things he didn't
彼が
seem
深く
capable of
生
surviving?
存したことが
確か
Can't say if he did or didn't,
にわしはこいつ
but I don't trust
信
him.
用してね
Guy's been a freak for as long as I've known him.
食の悪いじじいだった
He'd decide to ignore it all, apparently.
もし宴を
If you know how to avoid the
ご
feast,
存知なの
please
な
do
ら
tell us.
それなら
If you do, I'll retract my vote.
誰もいや
No one escapes the mountain!
He's literally like a messenger, isn't he?
つまり
He's basically saying he won't cooperate, that's no matter what. That's the basis for my
分
vote.
かった
Of course.
次
Alright, you're next, Namiya-san.
私は危険
Can I just not vote?
人殺しに
I don't want to
加
be
担したくないんです
complicit in murder.
そうはいかねえあんたが
We
誰を
can't have that. We need to know who you doubt and who you support.
Alright then. You. Haru Makishima-san. Huh?
春理由は
Haru? Your reason?
大したことはない
It's nothing major. I just picked up the most suspicious one out of the ones who would definitely not be lynched today. I considered voting for Yamawaki-san at first, but there's no point in such petty revenge. Hi, Goldie! How are you? Oh, Ryu told you? Yo, Hazbin Hotel's really good, especially for the music. I'm glad are you liking it? I hope you like it. Glad to see you though, and Titus says hi.
私よ
Hey!
りはるちゃんの方が怪しいって言うのかいねあんたは
Not much suspicious for me?
あえて言う
If
なら
I have to choose one, between you, yes. She didn't say why we suspected Uematsu-san, and her general attitude is strange. There's nothing certain there. For real, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me know when you finish it, what you think. I'm excited for season 2. Thanks for stopping by. Saw through Haru-chan's act, huh? I've been meaning to stop by, but I've been so busy with work. I normally work when you stream.
だからこだわりはしないけど
I don't have any preferences here, but I don't believe that all the wolves are so cunning, cruel, and gutsy.
この今も
There could be ones who's just cowering in fear of any votes. that could come their way. It's a genuine issue to consider, and that's why I'm voting for her. Seriously? That's it? That's so cruel. And so is this whole thing you're all doing. Please don't make a big deal out of this. Oh, it's okay, Goldie. We just enjoy your company. And you're a friend, and you're a sweet person, so. We get all excited. Right, Titus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Goldie.
Same.
最後はあんただ、橋本。
Alright, your last Hashimoto-san.
Hope your Persona playthrough is going well, too.
難しい
And
な。
Toho.
This is difficult,
難しいけれど。
but even so,
そう狼じじいさんに
Oh.
I will vote for the old wolf fellow.
Damn. It was settled then.
理由を聞いてもいいかい？
Can you give us a reason?
皆さんの人となりが
I
ようやく
believe I
分かってきましたけれ
understand
ど
what kind of
ね
people you are now.
ここでムロさんを指
And
名
I
する
believe
のは
nominating you at this
おか
point
しい
in time would be strange.
それだけの
That's it, really. A simple reason.
なるほど。わかった。
I see. Alright then.
今ので
That girl.
4
Oh,
票で
that gives him 4 votes.
No.
It is decided.
縄持ってこい。
Thank you for not killing me, Haraki-san.
時間が
I need time.
黙れ。
Dang.
Got it.
Kevin,
Got it.
I'd seen this before. Kanzo-san punched the old wolf guy, shocking some people. Again. In the end, upon getting the rope, Kanzo-san tied him up and went to hang him on the pine all by himself.
こい
Much
つ
love,
は
Goldie.
わしがくくってくる。てめえらはもう戻
I'll
って
hang him myself. You go back.
You realize Kanzo's never really been a bad role, right? He normally gets like human or the... Was he the...
Yeah.
Monkey once? That was it? Wow.
おやっさん、
Mhm.
どうした？
Old man, what's gotten into you?
The conditions for it were different, but this event unfolded the exact same way as last time. This was just my assumption. But I believe that Kanzo-san had some sort of unfinished business with the old wolf guy. Perhaps he too suspected the old man would try something strange here. The first time he'd said he needed time, everyone accepted it, and soon he and Mochi, who accompanied him, were found dead outside. Was he planning to do something before his execution? That something led to murders, and made Kanzo-san forcibly drag him to the tree. It seemed significant to me. Dragging my feet in the line heading back to the dining hall, I thought about the old wolf guy. Was there some sort of way to make him talk? Maybe I could loop back and... No. He probably wouldn't react to anything I said. For now, I just had to be glad that I survived today's feast. I couldn't show it, of course. If there were any holes in anything I'd said today, it could prove trouble further down the line. So if I chose to not raise my hand, we would be dead, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I avoided that one. I went the smart way. But I was kind of worried. I had cast aside my doubts and taken that step forward. We're probably gonna have to go back and get that, though, right?
No, it doesn't give you a key.
Oh, cool. I could win this. I would win this as a wolf. Like last time, we ended up spending an awkward evening in the dining hall. Tai-san insisted that something bad could happen in the mist again, so she told us to stay inside. After that, Kanzo-san and Takumi-san came back. The former ignored all warnings and left again, but everyone else stayed inside. Takumi-san said that he didn't see Kanzo-san kill the old wolf guy. Just what was happening between them? What if he didn't actually kill him? Was there some secret agreement between the locals where they agreed that the old wolf guy had to live? Was someone hiding him somewhere? No, that couldn't be it. He definitely died the first time. I just didn't get it. Soon enough, we started making dinner. I had to check for poison again, clean up, and then we all went back to our rooms.
また明日には この中の誰かと会えなくなるかもしれね
Another one of us might be gone tomorrow.
え。覚悟だけはして。
Be prepared for that at least.
After a short silence, everyone gave each other some brief goodbyes and began going their own way.
あ、すみません。最後に。
Oh, one last thing.
Hashimoto-san stopped them.
間違ってもこの後。抜け
I
出して
advise
誰か
against
内緒
trying
話
to
を
stay
するな
outside and have
Uh,
secret
やめましょう
meetings.
I
ね
need to run to the restroom, so like hold tight 2 minutes.
Okie dokie.
I drank too much water.
Stay hydrated, my friend.
Pamela smells like garlic bread. Do you guys know that? Big smelly piece of the stankiest garlic bread you'd probably ever did smell. True facts.
Titus, what did he do?
He came in talking about garlic bread.
Oh my god. I don't have the touch. He just doesn't.
Ah, you're back.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. I don't know what he did. I'm super sorry.
昼と違って。
Are you lying, mister?
でもわからない。
Unlike during the day, we're all spread out and it's hard to tell if someone's nearby.
Well, we did have garlic bread. Kind of. Like, it was like breadsticks.
Yeah, that, he came in talking about stinky garlic bread.
Oh, okay.
そんなものか。
Well, that's how it is.
でけえのの言う通りだ。
Big guy's
まっ
right.
すぐ戻れ。
Just head back.
Probably just wants to join the fun, but he never comes to my chat, bro. Like, you could voice act, you could come chill, you don't want to. I'd hope to get a chance to eavesdrop. That meant
He probably doesn't like me.
no, Titus, you're amazing. The fact that the secret chat he'd had at noon only happened because he figured that the wolves couldn't do it much. And no, it's not you. He's never ever in my Twitch chat, like ever. There's been like one time. However, it didn't mean that Hashimoto-san had anything concrete. In fact, he would probably deal with potential eavesdroppers by not saying anything important if he met with someone privately. I was more curious about Takumi-san. The exchange between him and Yasunaga-kun might have been extremely important. Is he keeping him in the basement or something? What? Late at night, we passed out, then put on the wolf outfits, passed through the beast-filled mist, and arrived at the dining hall again. My injury had healed shockingly well. Healing herb power sure was something. I had to remove the taping to get in the wolf costume now. Yippee! That aside,
約束が違うんじゃない
that's not what we agreed. Seda! There was a strange tension between the three monsters here. Oh, we're all monsters now.
それでも今日は安永君や
But it's
吉嗣
really
君
not the
を
right
している
time to
場合
kill
じゃない
Yasunaga-kun or Yoshitsugu-kun.
でも
But if
そ
we
うでない
don't...
と
Oh,
私は
分かってますあなた
I
は
know.
刑事
I
さん
don't
そう
mean
言
to
わない
ignore
で
your
す
wish. It's just that
ただ
誰を殺すっていうのよ
do we
じゃあ
kill them?
候補は2人
there's
室
two
田美恵さん
candidates.
と
Takumi Muro-san and Yudai
We
Hashimoto-san.
gotta silence Hashimoto-san, man.
話を進めるのが上
Because
手だから
they're...
Sure, if that's what you think, then go ahead and silence them.
I mean, but then they'll know it's us.
Uh-huh. Yeah, nobody will know.
Are you sure?
Sure, go ahead. Kill him.
Because they're good at controlling the conversation?
はい。橋本さんについては、現状、
Yes, especially Hashimoto-san. He's doing an amazing job convincing everyone to handle this rationally.
それに、彼は見
Also, he's a lot smarter and sharper than he looks. Let your guard down and he'll instantly expose us all.
I told them about how dangerous he was, citing the secret chat thing in the morning, and the trick question during the feast.
考えすぎじゃないのかな。
Sure you're not overthinking it? And why Takumi ni?
He might be the snake.
Again, yeah, maybe it's for playing some of the roles from the first round, right?
Yep, Shikimochi is a monkey again. Takumi is a snake again. You'll find out why that is then.
Huh? I was already suspicious yesterday, but now I'm already almost certain.
Yesterday was asked whether anyone would volunteer to be lynched. He said he couldn't die yet.
Better he's the crow.
I thought a lot about it, and the yet part really bothered me. Couldn't die on its own would have been natural. Also, he met with Yasunaga-kun secretly today, and at first I thought he wanted to cheer him up since Chiemi was dead and all. But looking at how they behaved, it seemed likely that they met up to talk about the feast.
You would think, like, if anyone walked in right now, despite, like, not listening to the rules, they would notice everything.
Maybe.
But they would die.
Yeah.
Seems possible. It was a bit strange how he called Yasunaga to talk. But what about it?
He's a pretty open guy, isn't he? Not the type of guy to hold a secret meeting, right? He probably knows full well that you can't keep any secrets here in Yasumitsu.
And?
And he still took Yasunaga to meet in secret. That requires a lot of trust, if you ask me. That's why I think that he's the snake and that he investigated Yasunaga-kun yesterday. Another thing, he didn't raise his hand when he volunteered to be investigated by the snake.
Oh, that was okay, right? I didn't raise it at first.
I raised my hand.
I did too.
It's fine. You raised later, and that's natural. However, considering his position, he should have raised his hand and agreed to be investigated before anyone else. He didn't do it because he's the snake and already figured that raising his hand would have been pointless. I just think he wasn't paying enough attention to act like a normal human rather than a snake. That was also why he was slow to react to the idea that we should investigate him, yet he accepted it without any argument.
I guess so? It does look like his words were a bit strange back then. I understand you're worried. But why today? Takumi-san won't investigate himself, but there's no guarantee it would be one of us, right? That was a naive thing to say.
I don't really trust myself. If he's a snake, if he was suspicious of me to begin with, my words might have made him even more suspicious.
But if your theory is true, it's possible that Takumi-san told Yasunaga that he's the snake, right?
That's possible.
Then, we should get rid of him, shouldn't we?
We should, within the next few nights.
Very well. As long as we go for Yasunaga tomorrow, I'll let you pick today's victim. I really don't care which.
Thank you.
However, if we killed one, we couldn't go for the other one for a while. Today's choice was bound to greatly affect what happened next. Now which one? Flip a coin! Flip a coin! Do these both result in deaths?
No, only one does.
It says tails, so that's Takumi. Is it a death?
Good job.
It's a death?
You live.
Oh, I live! Okay, so I figured killing Hashimoto-san would probably give them some insight. But I was like, we have to! But maybe he'll reconsider. Personally, I found Hashimoto-san to be the biggest threat. I didn't see any openings or weaknesses against him, but I also was thinking to kill Takumi. But then you think of it like, if they still don't know he's the snake yet. So I guess as long as they don't know he's the snake, it's okay to kill him. However, I knew full well just how influential Takumi-san was. Rip. Though he finally lacked confidence, or sometimes, once he found some, he could kill off the wolves through his initiative and popularity alone. Then there was the fact that he might be the snake. I really couldn't ignore him.
Muro Takumi-sanを殺します。
We'll kill Takumi-san.
わかった。
Very well.
ただ
But...
はい。明日は安永君。
No!
Yes, we'll get the young
そのために
tomorrow night.
ハルちゃんにはお願い
About that though. Haru-chan?
何
What?
おそらく明日、安永君は
Yasunaga-kun will probably be in a state of shock again tomorrow,
それを
so
君
you
が
do
必死で
your
慰
best
め
to console him.
We're supposed to whisper.
できるだけ避けたいのは
Kidding.
彼に匠さんは実はヘビで彼から人の証明をもらっていたと
From declaring that Takumi-san told him he was a snake, and that he confirmed that Yasunaga-kun
Gotta get us in trouble.
匠さんは殺されているわけで彼が本物だ
With Takumi-san dead, most would find his words trustworthy.
それ以後ヘビを語るのは極めて難しい
Pretending to be the snake would become really difficult then. Understand?
わかるけど
I do, but how do I
どうする
even
の
do that?
正直私
Honestly, I don't think I can
そういう
pull
の
off something
うまくやれ
like
る気が
that.
しないん
Well...
How?
私がやりましょ
Ow.
う。
How?
要は
I'll
安
do
永
it.
を宴の
I
外で
just have
喋
to
ら
make
せ
sure Yasunaga doesn't talk
宴でも
about that
喋
in
らせな
or
ければいいの
outside the
です
feast, right?
それはそうなんですができま
Yeah,
すか
basically. Can you do that?
母ですか
I'm his mother. No one would
親子の会
suspect
話を
us
持
if
つ
we
こ
have a
と
talk as a family.
あまりそれに
There's also the fact
匠
that,
さんと
well,
は
Takumi-san isn't a stranger to me.
知らない中でもありませんからそれで
And if he
匠さんが
tells me
蛇だ
that
ということを
Takumi-san is
聞
a
き出した
snake,
ら
I will tell him that I
So-
suspect Kanzo-san.
肝臓さんが自分が
I'd
調
say
べられる
that he
の
killed
を
the
恐れ
snake
て
because he was afraid
蛇
of
を
being
殺したのだ
investigated.
って
It's possible that Kanzo-san realized what
Takumi-san
Takumi-san
の
was,
正体
right?
ええそうですね
Yeah. Now that you mention it, he actually appeared in front of everyone there.
よね
Exactly.
それで
I'll tell
あな
him.
た
I'll
がそれを
also
口
tell
に
him
し
to
た
keep
ら狙われ
quiet
る
about
か
it
ら
because he could be
黙っ
next.
ていてくれと頼みましょう
I might have severely underestimated her. I'd assumed she was a timid person without much of her own opinion on anything, but oh boy, was I wrong. I don't want to steer that pot of Cheerios. I didn't know whether she was holding back or just using her imagination and proactiveness in a negative way. But she was really dependable in a situation like this.
狼ゆえに知り得たことや先回りして
Please avoid saying things only wolves can know or claim that Takumi-san is a snake before he does.
あなたが安永君に疑われたら
It won't be good for us if Yasunaga-kun starts to suspect you.
あら
Oh, but
疑
suspicion
われ
is
る
no
程度な
problem.
らいいでし
You
ょう
will die tomorrow night after
ど
all.
うせ明日の夜
I had to hold back from cursing at her. That's your son, you
死ぬんだから
A mother was intending to kill her own child, and it made me feel unpleasant. That was the right thing to feel, wasn't it?
じゃあ
Then I won't have to do
私はいいのね。
anything, right?
そうだねひとまずは
Yeah, for now.
Her sudden grin was so out of nowhere. I had no idea what to make of it. And neither did Kaori-san. I get to play games all day. Takumi-san's place was close to the plaza. Stab, 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 stab. There was nothing out of the ordinary around it. That meant that this would be a first real murder. Our first kill is wolves. Was I really gonna do this? Would the door really open? Would I really open it and carry out the deed? More nervous than I appeared, I put my hand on the door. Click! I felt it unlock. Seriously?
ちょっと他も確かめてきます。
Let me check something.
ちょ
Uh-huh.
っと
Hey! I ran around, checking several houses. The detached dwelling where Yoshitsugu-kun lived, Meiko's place, Kanzo-san's place, Rikako's place, all of them were locked.
どうやら最初に手をかけた家のみが開く。
Apparently, you can only unlock
軽い
the
気持ち
first
で
door
中
you
に触
touch.
れない方が良さ
It's
そうだ。
best not to touch the knobs without thinking.
なるほど。
I see.
じゃあもう
So, we got no
Takuminiを
choice but to
殺すし
kill
かないんだ。
Takumini.
そういうことだ。
Exactly. I'm opening it.
Watch them all be in there, we're capped. This will be my first time here since I had investigated his corpse during the first loop. It was a simple room. There was a futon in the middle, and his large body was right there. He was sleeping. Defenseless. He wouldn't wake up, right? And choke him? I mean, I don't know.
ね
Hey,
えどうやって殺す
how
の
will we kill him? I actually was curious if we were going to be provided some means of killing. The murders I'd known so far had been outside the norm, but they weren't something beyond human ability. But I also thought that they'd been a bit excessive, assuming their sole purpose was murder. I still didn't know if there was something that compelled them to do that. But apparently, you had to come up with your own method of murder.
この場にあるものを使おう。
Let's use something here.
Thankfully, we had lots of options. There were various old farming tools nearby. The edged ones, sickle, hoe, etc. Looked extremely fitting for the purpose. There was even an axe. It would make it really easy. An axe could destroy a human body in no time.
念のため聞きますが、
I'll ask, just in case.
やりたい人はいますか？
Either of you want to do it?
いいでしょう。
Alrighty.
僕がやり
Here's
ます。
where shit gets crazy.
We're
Alright,
batshit
I'll do.
insane! You go, Haraki. Stat a bitch.
Things get
raised the
crazy
axe.
here.
Lay the law! I raised the axe overhand and hesitated. Haraki's not a murderer, is he? This memory, the fact that I committed murder, would probably stay with me even if I looped. I'd keep this moment. The Ortiz Mechanique counted out. This feeling until the day I died. That was hardly a problem. Huh? My aim was true, and the axe sunk into Takumi-san's neck. Blood burst out of the wound, then started bubbling out ceaselessly. Hi, Senpai! Oh my gosh, you're actually here. How are you?
I'm out of here.
Hello! That was definitely lethal. However, the blade wasn't too wide or large. Great timing, by the way. This wasn't a broad axe or anything. Thus, I swung it down again. And again. And again. Haraki's going insane! He stabbed me! Why are we killing people? Because we're the wolves this round. We're finally going cuckoo, as you can tell. I think looping has gone into our brain. His head left his body before the 10th swing. The music, though. What are we at a carnival? Clown carnival? I took his head in hand. His eyes were open wide. Do not pick his eyes out. Haraki, you're better than this. His expression was full of anguish. At this point, I wasn't sure if he'd been completely unconscious. I nonchalantly showed it. And to the two behind me. Applause. They actually applauded me. Oh, he's gonna like that.
お見事でした。
Well done.
ご立派
Good job. Pure joy and words of praise. My earlier sense of disgust returned. Oh, never mind. Don't Itachi him? It's a lot to explain. Why? Why did these people suddenly cease having a conscience the moment they became wolves? This was wrong. They were supposed to show disgust. They needed to. If they didn't, to whose standards was I supposed to adjust my conscious sense of right and wrong and good and evil? Yet he's the only one kind of feeling... Uh-oh, he's gonna lose that sense. I tossed the head on the floor. I then held it in place with my foot. Cut it with the axe over and over. Struck it over and over. It was almost completely unrecognizable now. I kicked away the damaged skull, still covered in flesh and hair in places. It was heavy, so my leg hurt, and it left a pool of blood where it rolled. Before even looking at it, I took a random farming tool, he's gonna gouge out the eyeballs, and thrust it into his torso. Never mind. I then took another tool, and sank it into his shoulder. I opened his stomach. I cut up his limbs. That's a little bit too much, don't you? That's enough! Stop! By the time someone stopped me, the corpse was in such a state that you'd think that corruption was responsible for it. Bro, just didn't stop. Yeah, he's such a normal guy. Just as normal as Chiemi. Don't you agree? I think they're going crazy. Everyone in this village is fucking crazy. Everyone's getting even more insane. You didn't have to go this far, did you? Not even those words were out of disgust or guilt. They simply thought it was a waste of time. Okay.
What the?
Are you alright? Haruaki, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie? Still pissed, I went to the exit. Not even looking back at them. Bro, poor Takumi! Yeah, he really likes his women effed up. You need to cleanse. I felt some water hit my back, but I was too pissed to even react before leaving. So true, Cyber. So true, chat. He's a little freaky. But, I mean, I really can't blame him since he's one of the only people looping. I think after like the second or third
There's
loop.
about to be a big reveal.
After the second or third loop, I'd go insane. Probably. I took off the bloody wolf outfit and just threw it on the floor. There's a big reveal, guys. Wait for it. I learned yesterday that it was best to wear the costume without any upper clothing, so I was able to relax after just wiping off the sweat and changing my underwear. The room began to reek of blood. Right? I miss Chiemi. I miss her sanity. Well, then again, she's kind of been a little crazy lately. But Great Lord Shinai would probably clean it.
She was never sane.
She was never sane to begin with. Well, okay.
She was already crazy.
We're all crazy. All this up anyway. That's true. Well, I think they each have their share of trauma, and if she's also looping, then I mean, I really can't blame her. Shit. I mean, this honestly, just even going to this place, it feels like a cult to begin with. Yeah, they're living normal lives and stuff, but just the rules and everything, it's like weird. I was pissed, and then she had to grow up here. And in Port Ricago, too. Even though I knew they'd lose their sense of guilt, I was still pissed. Shit. I just wanted to sleep. But I really couldn't do that with someone knocking on my door. Hello? Mako? Who could it be?
Mako. Imagine she just like...
It's Chiemi! She rose and has an axe in her head. I don't know. It's probably like... it's the old man. Kaori-san, Haru-chan, Shinai-san...
Oh, Kamiga!
Oh, Kamiga! Himself. It was still late at night, so it couldn't be anyone else in the village. Police then? That'd be a laugh. Is it Higuchi? I ignored it, though. I was too pissed. More knocking. More ignoring.
Why should kill me?
Haru! My, oh my. You certainly are easily offended, city dweller. It's Haru. Whatever demon possessed Haru.
Is it really hard?
Well, that's what the voice she had before. She's the only one who had that voice. It's somebody who's possessing people. And now that I couldn't ignore. Who is it? I jumped up and led to the door so quickly I almost tripped. This was the mystery surrounding Haru-chan. The brutalization had distracted me from my primary goal here. It's the thing from the first route. I hadn't expected her to come to me. Haru? Opening up the door. Do not jinx me, okay? I saw something I really didn't expect. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. It's someone else. This was the freaking weird woman for the first. The weird woman for the first thing that Chiemi saw. Creepy woman. The smell of Yomi. Cleanse, shelter, and dream. Daughter of Fushioshi. Huh? That's what you said to Chiemi. Oh, it's Haru! I'm so confused. That was Haru-chan? Now that I got a better look, the physique, hairdo, and even the voice were similar. But why would she wear that? Yeah, what's up with that? What is up with these people, bro? No, forget that. How did she make it all the way here without her wolf outfit? There's two people, there's just a clone. She has a clone. No need to be surprised. These are my kin. Consider them an extension of me. Behind her, I felt the beasts closer than any point today or yesterday. Is it everyone from the village? That would be very weird. No, I could actually see them. Countless eyes glowed in the darkness nearby. She gently extended her hand. A few of them looked at her, and a few even came close. The weak light from outside the prefab lit them up. Dogs. They really were dogs. Some were white, some brown, some had long ears, some didn't have a tail. It was a pack of countless feral-looking mid-sized dogs. All of them had blood and filth on them, as well as severe wounds here and there. Their clenched teeth, furrowed noses, and widened eyes spoke volumes of the rage and perhaps even hatred from within them. So the whole daughter of Fujiyoshi was when they...
Chiemi.
Yeah, it was to
That was a
Chiemi.
flashback.
Yeah, so
That was a flashback.
is what?
Flashback.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So what does Haru have to do with all this? The girl clad in aged cloth didn't even seem to care, still even as they surrounded her. And who's Fujiyoshi? Who the Not only that. Yeah.
Remember the town that you passed through to get to?
Kami Fujiyoshi, yeah. But is there like a guy we haven't met? Her dad?
It's the town.
Okay. Okay, that's what it means. So she came from Kami Fujiyoshi. But was banished here for some reason, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. I put that together. But she reached out to pet one of them. Why would Chiemi get banished? And why is Haru looking like that? They don't know Haru.
Remember when she nearly killed a bunch of kids?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the reason why somebody would get banished.
Okay, so she's always been psycho. Got it. Well, that was because she was trying to defend the boys, but still. Fushi rather than Fuji.
And actually, that wasn't the reason why she was banished, but you'll find out the real reason later on.
Okay.
Are you one of the three gods?
Is that gonna change my opinion of her?
Perhaps.
Okay. Oh yes. Apologies if that did not seem obvious before. As you can see, I am a lonely, powerless god. Cannot do much beyond playing with beasts.
Please come in.
Not like that you ain't. Put some clothes on. My, oh my. Do you not think it dangerous to invite a god to your home? Haru, you're not god. I think you're going insane.
She's a god.
She is?
Yes.
Is that why she goes insane every time she hears Kami-sama?
Do you not hear her voice?
I hear that. But, is that why she goes like crazy every time they talk about God?
She's possessed by a god, yes.
Okay, that makes sense. She's 15 years old. He doesn't mean like that. What if I were to spirit you away? I knew she was possessed or something.
I don't understand your rules.
She's always weird. Hmm. Reasonable. You city dwellers worship a god called science, do you not?
科学は神じゃないですよ。
Science isn't a god.
Oh, it is. You do not know? Oh, but wait. You do not believe in anything, do you? I truly, sincerely apologize. Okay, this really was.
こちらから出ましょうか。
Should I step outside?
No need for that. You cannot leave that place without a filthy costume on to away these children. The edge of a territory is a boundary. Oh, and talks between men and gods can be had through them.
そういうものですか。では、
I see. Okay then.
あなたは何者なんですか。
What are you?
I have already answered that, have I not?
神。
A god. A powerless god.
それだけじゃ
That's not
わ
enough.
からないんで
The
す。
legends don't say anything
でし
about...
ょ待てよ。
Wait,
無事な。
Oh,
the Bastion.
aha, finally. For the first time, she simply nodded instead of saying it. It made me uneasy.
不快な呼び名。
Do you hate that name?
Not at all. It is not wrong in the least. It is a fitting name for someone wearing the marks of Great Lord Shinai and acting as a leader of these mutts.
かつては
You used to be a different god, right?
This might not sit well with some of you, but legends and myths can change, not just through borrowing aspects from other legends and myths, but also through political events. There was a time when myths and government were closely tied, so myths had to change whenever the politics did. If settlements merged, the gods would marry, while gods of places annexed through war would become the conqueror's gods' servants or demons. Or maybe they'd merge separate gods into one. The people shaped them according to the power balances of their day. That's why powerful gods and devils have many other names, forms and incarnations. These are remnants of long-forgotten faiths. The legends and myths that live to this day survive through countless changes. Of course they would have contradictions. Forgotten god. A mountain god besides Great Lord Shinai. With the creation of the Shinai faith, she was woven into it as his servant and most likely forgotten. That was the entity possessing her. Well, that is what I am. But I did not come here to speak of myself. Personally, I had a whole ton of questions, but since I didn't want to make her upset, I had to let her take the lead.
何を聞きたいと。
What do you want to know?
Why the rampage?
それはわからない
You
ので
don't
す。
know?
I understand that you are upset with this girl, but I cannot read any other color you display. If you did not want to kill, you could have stopped after the first hack, and if they did not deem it sufficient, you could have handed them the tool. Yet you joyously cut through the large man into pieces. Cut the large man into pieces.
二人にはね、まともで
I
いてくれ
need
ないと
those
困るんです
two
よ
to。stay normal.
Hmm.
まともじゃない人間の中では、
I can't be normal unless I'm surrounded by normal people.
I figured.
人間としての芯がない
As
人
a
間な
person,
も
I
の
lack any kind of real
まとも
foundation.
さの定義を入
So I
れ替えら
lose
れると
myself without some source of normalcy to ground myself with.
自分で立ち位置を変えるのは構わない。
I don't actually mind
他
losing
人に
myself
強制され
and
ると
having to create a new me, but having one forced on me pisses me off.
No real foundation, you say? How curious. Is it not yourself? Is that not itself your foundation? That is, a man who is frustrated when outdone by others?
そうかもしれま
Perhaps
せん。
you're right.
Then why are you afraid of me? Those seized by anger hold neither fear nor reverence, do they not?
僕はわか
I'm
らない
scared
も
of
の
things
が
I don't understand.
That does not seem the truth to me. I see how it is. You cannot differentiate between fear and excitement, can you? And you do not like it when others control that. Am I correct? Dang, spot on. We are even now. She said, let me cook? She took my displeased expression in silence as a yes and left.
あなたは心を読むんですか？
Sorry, you can read minds?
Do you need a minute?
No, I'm good. You
Okay.
can read minds?
It is little more than a parlor trick to me.
それで僕の記
You
憶を
also
読みま
read
した
my
ね。
memories, so you know about my
私
lupus.
に戻り
My, oh my. You realized it already? I expected to keep it a secret a bit longer.
つまりあなた
In
やハル
other
ちゃんが
words,
死に戻ってい
neither
るわ
you
けでは
nor
ない。
Haru-chan experience what I did.
Well, that is a good way to look at it. Unfortunately, even I am but a jester dancing atop another god's palm.
そ
I
の
read plan.
黒幕だという神について
Can you tell me about
教
this
えてもらえ
god,
ませんか？
the one behind it all?
I cannot.
なぜ？
Why?
Because I am too weak.
教えていただければ
If
す
you
べて
tell
を
me,
ひっく
I'll
り返
turn
して
it
みせ
all
ます。
around. I'll
あな
even
た
help
の意
you
向を取
regain
り
your
戻す
former
ことだって
glory.
Know your limits, city dweller. I gasped at her sudden intensity. Allow me to correct you. A powerless god is one that is of no use to mankind, not one incapable of calamities beyond their knowing. I am powerless now, and I behave like this adorable maiden, but I used to be more feared than any. You believe you can bring that glory back? Do you believe you would honor me by burning several nearby villages and hanging all the people? Speaking on this dreary night is only meant to ease my ennui? There is nothing to be gained from it. So this was just a diversion for her. I couldn't consider it significant. Was that what she was telling me? This has grown dull. Keep my words in mind. May we meet again on the following evening. She turned around, and I felt the beasts rush away.
待ってください。
Please wait.
なぜわざわざ僕を訪ねてきてくだ
Why
さ
did
っ
you
た
come
ん
to
で
me
すか？
anyway?
Oh, that is something I will gladly reveal. Essentially, this girl was concerned about you.
ハルちゃんが？
Haru-chan? He was?
Saishi-san was so mad. What's gotten into him? As a servant of great Lord Shinai, and one who detests the mark of Yomi, she was considerate of you, her partner. Even if you do not understand this, do show care for her. She is powerless as well, so seeing her can be vexing at times.
あなたのことを
Does
ハルちゃ
Haru-chan
ん
know
は知っ
about
てい
you?
るのですか？
Maybe?
あなたにことづては
So I can't expect you to pass along a message to her.
I am too powerless even for that. I can try to show up in her dreams, though.
じゃあ自分で
Then
伝え
I'll
ます。
tell her myself.
Farewell.
もう一つだけ
Ah, one more thing.
What?
神様
You're a
可愛
cute
いで
god.
すよ。
Bro hitting on everyone. I see, I see. You truly are as warped as you claim to be. Everyone here is freaking crazy. He ain't any better. With those words, Arthur last.
I was literally flirting with a god.
Bro, Haruki just flirts with any living woman. She disappeared into the night mist. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Yeesh, we made it to 5:15. Thursday! Gotta get down, it's Thursday! Did you want to keep going?
No, I think this is a good place to end it.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, sounds good. I need to... Yeah, I have no idea how we're going with the story. That was very weird. Let me see.
Very crazy things are happening.
Yeah, I mean, Haru, something was always wrong with Haru to begin with, honestly. Kind of weirded out. What if anybody... And she's the only forgotten god, though, because of the Badgers, so there's no one else that would be like that, I think. Right?
Well, there are 3 gods.
So we
The
know
wolf?
Shinai,
The badger?
and there's another... What's the last one? Did we learn about it?
Not yet.
Okay, I guess we'll have to wait. Maybe it's in Kamafujiyoshi or something, or maybe the other
But
places.
yeah, we learned who the badger was.
Okay.
We learned we killed somebody mercilessly, and
Amazing. Poor
we
Takumi.
learned about Haru's second side.
Yeah, she's a little crazy. Great. When is this village gonna get the fix-it hammer from Bob the Builder?
Oh, that's actually coming within like 2 or 3 streams.
Oh, really? Including like everybody's sanity and therapy, even, Haruaki and everyone, just go to group therapy.
Oh no. No, nobody's getting any more sane.
They're just gonna get worse.
They're getting worse.
Great. Alright, guys. More unhinged streams on Tuesday. Thanks guys so much. This was great. We found out a lot, and now we just gotta wait to do more and find out whoever else is insane, I guess. I don't really, like I said, since like the second route, everybody, I love them, but I don't trust them. Everybody's insane.
Bye, everybody.
Bye guys. See you tomorrow for Minecraft.